I'm going to give you a quick demo of our CTN Network website, ctnnetwork.net. Join our community. It is free. You just type in ctnnetwork.net, and this is the homepage right here. And if you want to create an account, you would just click up here and create new account right here. Sign up with your email, or you can sign up with just clicking on Facebook or Google. So you can sign up with your Facebook account or your Gmail. So I'm already signed up, so I'm going to click in Gmail right here, and it's going to log me in. And as you can see, this is our homepage. Click on creators right here, and this shows you all the CTN family members that are content creators. Everybody is on here. If you want to go to one of their YouTube channels, for example, if you want to go to Crypto Talk Now, just click on channel, and it takes you right over to the YouTube channel for that particular creator. And you click on community. This is our community right here. We do have a forum, and this is a forum where you can post things, you can interact with one another. And there's also a blog right over here that we post our own content on. And if you click on CTN Studios, you can watch our live show and other content creators' live shows right through this CTN Studios. We do have advertisements for some of the content creators. There's the Crypto Smith, there's Waddy, the Crypto Hunter, and we also have live charts for the ISOs right in this box right here. We have a feature where you click on the heart if you want to donate to us. You can donate with Ethereum or Binance, BNB. And also, if you click on this button right here, we're going to have a call-in feature, which is already live. If you want to call us, just click on the green icon, the green phone icon, and click on call now. And during the show, between 9:15 and 10, when we announce it, when Max is on or when I'm on with Max, we will start accepting phone calls, and you guys can be live with the show. If you want to turn your video on, you can come on camera as well. So good stuff there. Now back onto the homepage. If you click on members, you can see all the people that are members here. All these people here, like Chaka just signed up, Gills33, Miguel. All these people here are members of our community. So you guys can sign up, and then you can chat with one another. So you can either click over here, message right here. So what I'm going to do, guys, is I'm just going to welcome him. I'll send him a quick message, and then I can click enter or just a little arrow. If you want to message somebody else, you can click on message, or you can go right over here into members chat and go ahead and message them and create a new chat if you want by clicking this little button right here. Now also, if you scroll down here, you can see some of the past videos that our content creators in our content creator family have created. You can go in here and watch some of the recorded videos. They're scrolling down here. Just choose one to watch. And that's it, guys. Thank you for watching this brief demo. Make sure you sign up so you can interact and be part of the community when we are not on the live show.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to Casting Couch Talk Now, where we have a beautiful shot of a wonderful looking casting couch that just appears out of nowhere from thin air. Is it vinyl? Is it leather? Well, only time will tell when Larry returns to the show at some particular point. And with that said, smash that like button if you enjoy casting couches. CastingCouch.com, proud sponsor of CTN. All right. So with that said, let's go ahead and welcome our wonderful community that is here today on this wonderful Friday. Congratulations. You made it to Friday. Kick back, relax. And I'll state this. I hope you brought and bagged a lunch because it might very well be WrestleMania. Anyway, so let's go ahead and welcome some of our wonderful community that we have here tonight. And smash that like button if you haven't done so already. It's going to be a great show. Let's get into it. All right. So let's jump to the first comment of the day. It is from JC the Man. Thank you for being here, Mr. JC. And just for you, my friend, I thought I'd give you a plug. Go ahead and go follow Mr. JC the Man. You could do so over at by going to creators at ctnnetwork.net. And as you can see right here, he is featured. You can then see it takes you to his YouTube. He's up to 106. Help him get to 110. Be pretty cool stuff. And he has some recent videos, right? Cool stuff there. And he also has, let's see here, some popular shorts. All right. Yeah, not too shabby. About the Honda NSX from 1991, so on and so forth. So give him a follow at JC the Man. All right. On top of that, we also have in the comments, Mr. Tim Shea says, hey, thank you for being here, Mr. Tim Shea, the crypto commissioner, the mayor of crypto, representing his fellow constituents of the XRP Army coming from District 589. Thank you for being here, Mr. Tim Shea. Roman helmets pretty early today. Cool stuff with the wonderful Shin Godzilla looking avatar. Very, very cool. Yep. Brewski to you. You know, this is watermelon juice. Mike, welcome. He says, hi, all. Great time to buy. Welcome back, Mike. I would agree with that statement 100%. Dingy, thank you so much for being active in the recorded comments and also here on the live. Really appreciate you. He states a crash is indeed going to happen late spring till fall. They will start the pump, apparently, with an upside down smiley face. Okay. I hope it will be the last time that the prices are that low from their skyrocket projects that have utility. That's a good point. Brittany's here. Welcome to Brittany. Edward Vincent of Top Shelf Crypto is here. Welcome, Edward. And guys, give Edward a follow over on Rumble. You'll be glad you did. Dingy says above water, told it will happen 2 weeks ago. Is this the beginning to the low drop again? That's a good question. Stardog's in the house. WrestleMania has officially started with Stardog in the house. Thank you. Yeah, I thought you guys would like that. Real basic, but to the point, right? Yeah. All right, big news. Mr. Elon Musk is in the house. Yes. He states, utility don't give a flying F about retail markets. It's getting real soon, ladies and gents. Max tag Hulk vid. All right. We can definitely get into that in a little bit. All I'm going to do is welcome a few more people and we'll jump into that. I promise. Okay. But thank you for that comment, Mr. Elon Musk. Brian Dowie's in the house. I'll do my best to read most of his comments or all of them. Henry Brown is here, but yes, thank you for being here, Brian. He says, it's Friday. You ain't got no job. I'm going to get you Crypto Craig. It's Friday. You ain't got no job. I'm going to get you Crypto Craig. Yeah. I was thinking, Aaliyah, where she's like, it's Friday and I'm ready to, hang, call up. Anyway, what song is that? Back and Forth. Yeah. R.A.P. Aaliyah. Anyway. All right, let's go further down. But yeah, glad to have Henry Brown, Brian Dowie, a lot of you guys here. Stardog, obviously. Sobo's in the house. Glad to have you here, Sobo. Hopefully you're going to enjoy a good weekend. All right, let's see who else we got up in this house. We got, what's this at? Henry Brown, in fact, we don't have to pay no tax. We rolling with DPG Max. Well, thank you for that. Yeah, getting hit with taxes sucks, especially if you're single. All right, Stardog says, it's funny, too, as I did the impression of the dad the other day with the nephews after I went to the bathroom. He says, don't go in the bathroom for 30. Oh, my gosh, you did that? That's funny. Yeah, the dad, he's funny. Yeah. And he's all spraying that air freshener all over the place. Speaking of air freshener, where the heck is Rain? I mean, it's kind of bad that we have to associate that with him at this point, but, literally, you guys are mentioning all this, kind of gross stuff. And I immediately thought of Rain. And I thought to myself, it's kind of messed up, but I hope he's getting better. Rain, if you're watching, Fat Juicers Unite, watermelon today. Yes, thank you. All right. let's go further down. We have Mr. Ahmed is in the house with his classic avatar. Oh, yeah, look at me. I voted. You know, I don't know. Hello, people. Good to have you here, Ahmed. And Updell, he says, hello, Max. Another chance to buy cheap utility coins. Glad to be here. Yeah, I'm glad to have you here. It is a good opportunity to do that. All right. Gonna go a little bit more into some of the comments. Stump Riders in the house. Thank you for being here. It's just one of those days. What's up, Mr. Stump Rider? When I'm feeling all, who sings that song? It's just one of them days when a girl comes. Who sings that song again? That's gonna drive me crazy. Who is it? Monica? Maybe it's Monica. 90s R&B. Britney. No, Insane Asylum. He's just trapped in my basement. Who sings that too? Huh. Anyway. Larry's here. Thank you for being here, Larry. Shout out to you. Steven says, what crash? This is nothing. I mean, in reality, it is a crash. I mean, it's not, maybe it's not as epic as some other crashes, but I mean, it is a crash for the day. But welcome, Mr. Steven Townsend. Let's see what you're sitting on. Let's see what you got here. It looks like a comfy chair, man. You know what? I used to have one like that. I used to have one like that in my little gaming lounge, right? And then two of my friends came over and just plowed all over it all the time, and it messed it up, and eventually I had to throw it away. So it's like, thanks. So what originally was a, let me think about 1, 2, 3, a 4-piece living room set is now down to 1. I'm not even kidding. But I mean, then again, you know, I've had it for multiple years, so I guess I shouldn't complain too much. Anyway, let's go ahead and welcome Mr. Steven Townsend. Give him the warm CTN welcome. Any other questions or comments you have, Steven, feel free to drop it. All right, let's see who else we got up in this mug, as the saying goes. We got Mr. Who is that? I think it's, oh yeah, I know who it is. It's me. It's aka Mentellect. Is it me you're looking for? Lionel Richie. Yes, Mentellect is in the house. See how he says that? Shout out to Larry for starting that. Glad to have you here, Mentellect. Stump Rider, obviously. Let's go further down. Mr. Boomer F. Sooner. Glad to have you here. Patrick Collier, also. Michael Montclair is in the house. Let's welcome a few more people, and then we'll kick it right into what we have tonight. What is this? Something said to me. Max, did you get the shea butter? I shipped out to you. Caroline requested it. Is the pogo stick still broken? My God. That's quite the interesting comment there, Mr. Tim Shea. But I'll know in the future that I should get some Tom Shea butter and everything will be fine. Everything will be just fine. Ahmed bought more XLM. That's good, man. That's good to hear. You love that casting count. Just randomly appear. Yeah, it's just the default thing. You think we would have some kind of default thing of this room, this virtual room, but no, that can't ever happen. Got to have the classic couch, casting couch. You're gonna reach your target soon. That's good, Ahmed. All right, a couple more comments. Brian Dowie, Tim, we both know Max couldn't handle Caroline. Oh my God, I don't want to handle Caroline. How about that? It's 3:21 in Amsterdam. Got my chips and fat juice ready. Let's get the show on, fam. Yes, we're gonna welcome a couple more people. We will get the show on. I'm glad all fat juicers can unite. Where the heck is Rain at? Let me know. Is he more sick? I hope he's better. All right, I want to welcome Mr. Cool Cat Crypto. He says, my Volt rug pull. Well, you were talking about all the DGen stuff the other night. Yep, back to you, man. Cheers to you. Miguel, welcome. Larry Curry says, peace, fam. Glad to have you here. And I think I'll do maybe like a couple. Magic Power. Hello, guten Tag, Liechtenstein Exchange. Just me in the house. All right. All right, so we're going to pause it there on the comments. We're going to kick it into what we have for tonight's lineup. So with that said, let's go ahead and do just that. Kick it in. Here we go.
The world is waking up to the power of tokenization. From currencies to carbon credits, real estate to shareholdings, any asset can now be represented digitally by a token. Central and commercial banks, asset managers and companies of all sizes are embracing the benefits of these digital assets and improving liquidity, cost efficiency and transparency as a result. But until now, creating secure tokens and managing them required a high level of investment and specialist knowledge unique to each blockchain, and any mistake could expose your assets to risk. Now, with Overledger platform from Quant, you can create and deploy enterprise-grade secure smart tokens for any use case on any chain. All of this with zero coding, and your tokens will always be blockchain agnostic and behave as you determine. And there's no compromise on security or functionality. Overledger embeds trust and adaptability into the tokenization process of our function-rich smart contracts, so you can leverage the power of tokenization with confidence and create the future. Overledger Platform, the enterprise standard for building on blockchain.
So I said to myself, I hope Edward Vincent can be here to witness that, because, he pointed out with the last particular Quant commercial, right, that it was like a James, watching like a James Bond trailer or something with that lady, right? So I was like, you know what? This came out today. Shout out to Quant Papa for putting it out. I did promise Mr. Mike Cornwell that we would show some of his crypto Hulk epic news. So we're going to do that. I think I do have it on the lineup. Let me just double check this. Oh yeah, the guy clearing his throat with a bunch of with a mink rug on his back. This is definitely it. All right, so let me go ahead and share this. Shout out to Crypto Hulk, and if you need a discount on Nair, just put into the chat this particular promo code. It is hashtag Nair 24/7/365, and then also on the bottom part of that put hashtag Crypto Hulk, and then put hashtag mink rug, and then put back. And as long as you do that, you could possibly qualify for a $589 off, a 10-year supply in the not so near future. All right, let's go ahead and jump into this. And here we go. From Crypto Mike, but originally from Crypto Hulk. Minute 14 seconds. Breaking BR prepare to get rich. Show in 2 hours. It's now basically. All right. Did anybody retweet this? A few people did. That's cool stuff. Thank you, Crypto Mike. Here we go. Let's go ahead and play this.
We are about to be sitting on a pile of cash. You have no idea what just happened. In Europe today, the Mica market in crypto assets, crypto regulations get final approval. Crypto regulations get final approval. Do you get this? I'm like shocked, okay? There was a vote, 517 in favor. Only 38 voted against it, okay? Now they're talking about they want international cooperation. Hoped other nations would follow suit. Oh my God. I'm telling you, the way we get rich is global crypto regulations. This was supposed to be from July 2024 next year. Oh shit, but it's going to be released July this year. Hey, look, I'm ready to just blow a gasket over here. I'm going to go over this on my show. I'm extremely happy. Oh my God. Crypto Hulk on YouTube. This will be my show in less than 3 hours. Holla. Oh my God.
Crypto Hulk on YouTube show actually right now. Smash the like button. Tequila sunrise with the bloodshot eyes. My mind, how time flies, it goes by surprise. And check out my new whiskey batch. Sale on Nair 24/7. But overall, I'm a real good guy. Anyway, I shouldn't even say this stuff. Probably because if anything, you probably go after me at some point. So anyway, you guys always make fun of Crypto Hulk, but he's a good guy. That is a bombshell, right? The reason why it is, think of the whole outline that was out here, right? You had Brian Armstrong. He goes to, DC. You see Denell Dixon, what was it last week and so on, talking about the fast tracking stablecoins. I mean, is there enough evidence to support that some of these guys, right, from these organizations are trying to get the ball rolling? Maybe they're just tired of, waiting for things to, blast off and so on, right? You got to get the regulations before we get that clarity, right? It's part of the puzzle, the giant puzzle. So we'll see how it goes. But man, lots of stuff popping up in the news in regards to all this, right? Yeah. All right. Thank you, Crypto Mike, for sharing that. Pretty cool stuff. I thought it was, at least. Let's jump down to a few more comments. Glad to have you guys here. Ahmed says it's 4:25 in Lebanon and he's watching Merlin. Oh, okay. Well, that's pretty cool, man, that you watch us all the way from Lebanon. I want to welcome Mr. Lambo's Crypto Talk. Russell 305 in the house. Hold on. Brian Dowie says, speaking of air freshener, my buttermilk. Oh, God, I can never eat buttermilk the same way ever again. Or drink it, I mean. Big Watch Dudes in the house. What's up, Max and CTN fan? What's up is that you are here and you are the big watch dude. I'm not wearing a watch right now. This is, you're going to think this is weird. So I always just thought, like your big watch dude as in like you watch a bunch of streams. Yeah, I know. But now, obviously, look at the avatar, Max. He's wearing watches. I know. I get it. All right. Ahmed says, Larry loves Saitama. When will Larry make a video? What? No. He is done making videos about Saitama forever. Yeah. All right. Yeah, Monica. Yeah, Monica and Brandy back in the day. Not too bad. So I got an announcement to make in regards to all this, and we'll jump back into some of the good news, right? So last night, I don't know who it was. They said something like, send Max to Ukraine to make peace with, Russia and Ukraine. I don't know what happened. So last night, I finally got some decent sleep for a change. Like, literally, finally. No interruptions, no broken sleep, nothing like that, right? That's usually how my sleep is. Just always broken. But anyway, finally got some decent sleep. So I had a crazy dream, all right? And I actually was, for some reason, Putin, it was in my dream, for crying out loud. And he was like forcing me to, and everybody else to do all this, crazy PR, or we want to call it like propaganda. And I don't know. I woke up and I was like, why the hell did I dream that? And I thought to myself, maybe it has something to do with some of the comments of last night. I thought, kind of weird how we dream bizarre stuff. Anyway, it's just the most random thing ever. I mean, I have never had that kind of a dream, especially about Putin, for crying out loud. All I know is in the dream, I just want to get the heck out of there. All right, armed to fight you. He said, just load up more Jasmine. Thank God it went down more. Yeah, it's in the 5s, right? Not too bad. I want to mention this also, guys. When it comes to everything that we're looking at, Quant is what, 108? Could very well drop to 100. We don't know. H-bar, great opportunities, roughly in the 5.5 cent range. Same with LCX, right? Jasmine, instead of being the 5.5 cent range, just slash that down to 0.05. All right, a couple more comments, and then I'll get back into what we have. The song I was quoting was Break Stuff by Limp Bizkit. Oh, yeah. My bad. Yeah. Where does it go? Sometimes I just don't want to wake up. Everything's and everybody sucks. I just don't know why. I just want to justify ripping someone's head off. Yeah, I remember that song. Love Fred Durst and all them back in the day. All right. Rain sent you I bet he has. I just absolutely bet he has. I'm willing to bet all my Shiba Inu on that. He has, but God. You guys are horrible. God. Poor Rayan. He's never going to come back. So bad. So LCX, I just love how we just switched from that degen talk to something serious. I like your avatar, by the way. Desert 67. Sell LCX and buy more Quant. No, man. I mean, people always ask me these crazy questions like, should I cash out my Quant and buy, Jasmine or something like that? No, don't do that either, that'd be financial advice. I can't give you that, but I do like your avatar. Welcome. Glad to have you here, Desert 67. Any other questions or comments you have? I mean, we'll definitely get into it, but I can't give you an answer on that, man. Sorry. All right, let's check out a couple more comments, and then we're gonna get back to where we're at. Jim, I'd like to welcome you. Consider changing your avatar. Something speaks more about who you are and what you're about. Any word on Quant losing contracts, Hyperledger, and Oracle? I saw that whole rumor in regards to Oracle. I haven't seen anything solid to back that up. Somebody even said that Quant no longer has an Overledger contract, and I was just like, that's like Microsoft not having a Windows. It's like that doesn't make any sense. But let's go ahead and kick it back into what we have. So we have a little bit more in regards to Quant. I'm going to present this. I'm going to pull myself off because I just want the audio quality to be a little bit better. Shout out to Quant Papa who busted out this information today. This one is in regards to R3 Corda, Gilbert Verdian interview in regards to that. So let's go ahead and let's get into that. Smash that like if you haven't done so already. This is the Quant news you're looking for. Thank you for being here. Here we go.
I've got a view coming from the regulator back in the financial crisis. Regulators have been given quite a difficult task. This technology was very nascent. I mean, it's been around for almost 13, 14 years. They've had to wait for the market to mature, for them to understand what and how they should regulate. Now that the market has matured and it's big enough, and if you think about it, the whole crypto market as a whole was less than what we settled every hour with the Bank of England in RTGS systems. And that was quite, it's quite a huge market if you look at it.
It didn't matter.
It didn't matter. It didn't matter enough back then. But now that the market's grown and it has value and we're seeing consumer protection, we're seeing securities laws, the regulators now understand the market. They've had 10 years to understand and look at it. DeFi has been a great learning curve, so to speak, because it's shown what's possible. And now that the regulators understand, they are actively doing the right level of regulation. They don't want to over-regulate. I mean, who likes a regulator sitting next to them, going through screenshots and filling in reports every month? I think what they're doing is a right approach to let the markets decide what is appropriate and then regulate against that. And now the market is waiting for the regulation to actually come in, so they know the rules. And they've done this before. This is not a new thing. Securities laws, as Richard was saying, have been around for many, many years. For them, for institutions, it's just another asset class, and they can treat it like any other asset and apply the same controls and regulation like any other asset.
All right. So with that said, when you heard Crypto Mike earlier, aka Elon Muff, state that the utility run couldn't give a blankety blank about the current market conditions, listen to what happened right there with Gilbert Verdian, right there addressing R3 and whatnot, right? So I mean, is there something there? I think there is. How many times within the last few weeks have we seen some of these top dogs from various different DLT projects, whether it's Gilbert Verdian, whether it's Danelle Dixon, whether it's Brian Armstrong from Coinbase, you name it, right? There's something going on here, right? So connect the dots, draw your own conclusion. Everybody's kind of, a little bit down about, the market, It has this little bit of a crash going on, right? But it's not like, epic crash of like, 758 billion, right? FTX type of thing, right? You guys are taking advantage of some of the dips and whatnot, but is crypto Mike too far off? Listen to what, Gilbert Verdian just mentioned. So again, that's another thing. We're gonna get into this other one. Shout out again to Quant Papa. This is good stuff, right? So this is a new chopped up video. I thought you did a very good job with this. I want to share this. We'll do some more commentary and we'll kick it back in the comments. But a lot with Quant for today. So I'm going to pull myself off and we'll be right back.
The favorite thing about Quant is that we invent and push boundaries every day. We live in a hyper-connected world and society that's ever growing and ever increasing. Our purpose at Quant is to unleash the power of networks as connected as the world we live in. Blockchain and DLT, distributed ledger technologies, are transformational and foundational to society. The biggest challenges enterprise face is the lack of interoperability and the ease of use.
Quant is solving the problem of complexity in DLT in two ways. One is to make it much easier to use. So we have an API that hides all of the complexity, makes it straightforward for developers to work with DLTs. The other thing is we're making it interoperable. So at the moment, there's lots of areas that are isolated where there's a lot of value, and we connect those together and make them available through the same easy-to-use interface.
We're split into two sections, R&D and engineering. So our R&D does the complex heavy lifting and understanding how to solve the problem in a prototype. And then we hand it over to engineering to make it enterprise level application.
Our core technology, Overledger, delivers universal interoperability that is fit for future and enterprise oriented. We see numerous possibilities for enterprise and developer use cases for Overledger.
The way I see the technology being applied in the mid-market is mainly around finance, so tokenization of assets, new models for syndicated loans, new models for trade finance. There's a number of initiatives in that area, and Overledger will accelerate those because at the moment they are traditional blockchain projects that are working in isolation. The way I see the technology being applied more at a macro scale is systems that are linking countries and linking trade blocks, so EU region, Latin America region, and then specific corridors between countries where many flows are being digitalized on DLT, and those DLTs need linking together to make that work properly.
Quant powers a hyper-connected world of interconnected networks. That's the future.
How am I supposed to have a serious presentation about all this stuff, right? Where we have some people here and all you have is discussion about, boom, this, right? Then on top of that, you have, for instance, this right here, if I'm not mistaken, this, right? Then there's this. Then there's this. Then there's that. By the way, hello, Crypto High, right? I'm trying to keep a straight face here, right? I'm absolutely trying to keep a straight face. Then I get further down into the comments, right? And I'm like looking at some of this stuff as I'm showing you guys this stuff, right? And, it's like, what is this? What the heck is this? I come down to this particular comment, and I believe it's right here. Well, this is one too. And then out of nowhere, where the heck was it? I skipped it. It went away. Anyway. Or maybe I did skip it. I got to get back to it. The darn comments are coming in like crazy. Here it is. Lord, finally. Oh my God. I mean, wow. I mean, how am I supposed to keep a straight face after that? God. Oh, jeez, Louise, man. You guys are really something else. You know that? I mean, mud butt talk now, talking about all this talk. I mean, this is supposed to be on the Pacific side of the, Pacific Standard Time is only 6:50. You got to keep in mind, all you guys in the East Coast and Central Time, some people are still eating their dinner, but God, that's horrible. And then this one. What the heck, man? Oh, oh, oh. I haven't laughed that hard in a long time. Look at that. Wow. Oh yeah. Let's have a serious talk. Let's talk crypto. You're the one. You opened yourself. I mean, no pun intended, but you did open yourself up to that, man. Oh, so bad. What? Oh my God! It's so bad. People are leaving. I love your radio, but what the hell, man? Oh my God! It's so bad. Oh God, I gotta turn on the fan or something. Rain, I hope we don't lose you, man. But you did open yourself up to that in the last few days, bro. I mean, it's Friday. Might as well laugh about it. Oh my God! All right. Oh my God! Yeah, I know it's different. Why would you sell? Oh my God! I got so much tears in my eyes. We were trying to, talk about overledger and interoperability and Gilbert Verdian, talking about serious stuff where we can have golden toilets in the future. I mean, not really. I mean, all right. All right. All right, yeah, just like that, we lost quite a few people, but it's okay. I don't think I've laughed that hard in quite a long time. Quite a long time. Thank you for that. Yeah, you're gonna need one for sure. My goodness. Oh my goodness, I'm gonna have to reset some of my settings. All right, let's jump back into our outline, because if we don't, we're going to lose everybody. We're going to lose absolutely everyone. You're going to have to rewind on that one, Ahmed. All right. All right. I gotta focus. I swear I gotta focus. All right. Let's get this back to normal. XXI, yes. What the heck? God. I gotta block it out of my mind. Gotta block it. Oh, kids, I don't want to think about it anymore. I just can't. Forget it. It's gone. It's like Rain in his number 3. It's out of here. All right. Okay. All right. Thank you for everybody's here still till tonight on this wonderful Friday of the crash. The crash with Rain. All right, enough. Distract us. I needed a good laugh. Rand, you're awesome. All right. I don't know anybody else who would go on the internet and share that, but you did. And because of that, I will be forever indebted to you for a great laugh. All right, let's read a few more comments, but not pay too much attention to it. All right. This used to be a serious All right. I swear I gotta remember, it's like back in the day when I used to do theater. All right. I just, it's like you gotta do certain motions and you gotta turn it off, Mrs. Zaccardi, she's telling me, you gotta turn it off. All right, Mrs. Zaccardi, remember, I gotta turn it off. I'm back. All right. Let's jump back to our coverage. Here we go. Let's jump into it. So, the overall crypto market, right? We see things currently at 1.15 trillion. And here it is. You got to keep in mind, we were up to like, 1.29, I think, at one point, right? Within the last week. We saw Bitcoin. I went from laughing like crazy to turning into crypto Hulk with clearing my throat. Anyway, we're now down to 1.15. Here's what's going on the top 100 real quick, right? I'm doing this because I'm trying to get myself back to normal, okay? BSV, right? I still feel like that's a great buy at this moment. Kronos is a great buy. What about the other ones that are great buys at the moment, right? Well, let's see what's on sale. So we're going to see what actually had a little bit of pump, right? Not much. All right. Here's what's on sale. Relio dropped below 20 cents. All right. Maybe I finally pick up a big bag. I don't know. All right. Let's see what else is here. Conflux. All right. Below 30. Maybe Marlin Pond. That's now below a penny. LCX. That was in the 5s. It's at 6 now. It's still a great entry point. Proof of liquidity. Man, if that drops below a penny, back the truck up. All right. Hold on a second. The graph. Chili's. Wow. Chili's drops below 10 cents. Not a bad idea. Constellation DAG. Right. Nice pullback on that. Jasmy, as we know, 0.056. Not too shabby. Here's one I never talk about, Trival.com. Did you know they have their own token? All right, we might do a coverage on that someday. All right, Singularity. All right. Good God, Terra Luna Classic. Will that drop to 4 zeros? Ooh. XRP, 45 cents. So I want to show you guys something here, right? I think it's from Verson or Alarja, right? Let me jump to some of this. Yeah, it is. So XRP, right? Let's go ahead and get into some of this, right? So Verson said XRP is on the verge of a major breakout. Bullish signals are flashing left and right. It's been down, right? But he says it's likely to touch the 42-cent mark before breakout. He counts on this particular person, who is Teresa. She's a senior software engineer in artificial intelligence. She works on cool movies and VFX. She loves spirituality, so on and so forth, right? But he goes to her for his signals. A lot of people have a certain TA person, right? And price manipulation. Adoption continues, and the market settlement can have significant role in asset prices. The TA looks positive, and they are building the narrative for Gary Gensler to resign. Okay. This person says you corrected seeing the sell-off. So funny how each time an influencer posts the price goes down, the only thing keeping me somehow bullish is that Joel Cass and a few others suddenly flood around like crazy. I mean, teach his own, but I am going to pay attention for that. I think a lot of us should, right? So when you hear whether it's Verson mention some of these things, some people are have the attitude, well, if it's going down, how could it be on the verge of breakout? That's the whole point of paying attention to some people that do, technical analysis, because you follow not necessarily it going down and it looks like doom and gloom. You pay attention to certain significant trend lines and what kind of volume comes in on those trend lines and so on, right? Is Crypto Mike right? The utility run could give two blankety blanks about the current market conditions. That might be a perfect example, right? I think Verson Alarja is basically also with behind those type of statements, right? All right, let's get into the next part of what we have tonight. This is also from Crypto Mike. This is from Forbes. It says there are gaps in the U.S. real-time payment system. Who will fill them? And let me see where I'm at on here. Let me just go ahead and blow up the screen a little bit. Oh, shoot. That's not where I want to do it. Here we go. Yeah. Smash that like if you haven't done so already. So in regards to all this, right? FedNow, all this good stuff. Hold on. It says FedNow slated to go live this summer, basically July, last I checked. A lot of ink, like it says, has been spilled speculating about FedNow, right? The U.S. government's forthcoming real-time payments infrastructure. People that really, set on Cypherium basically feel this way, right? It says, especially how and why it differs from the clearinghouse, right? And then on top of that, RTP product, same day ACH and Visa, so on and so forth, right? However, few have considered the key factors governing its ultimate success. Will consumers, businesses, and institutions actually adopt FedNow? That's a real good question. Fortunately, we have a lot to learn from the rest of the world, where real-time payment systems have proliferated in recent years and can, basically use your example to identify gaps in the U.S. system. It says, hold on, what's RTP again, right? Real-time payments is what that's abbreviated for. A brief history about it. In the 1970s, a Japanese system called Zenjin was the world's first real-time payment system. And nearly 6 dozen markets have real-time payment systems. Almost 3/4 of the world's population has or will soon have access to instant payments. The world's biggest systems by transactions include, of course, India's Unified Payments Interface, which is UPI. That supports about 64% of India's merchant payment transactions. And it's to be expected. I mean, we're talking about areas of the world like China, India, the biggest populations, per capita. Right? China's internet banking system, IBPS, and even Brazil's PIX, as the UK's faster payment service is also there as well, which is FPS. There's, of course, some history behind this. It says RTP technology has been most successful in countries like Brazil, China, and India, where sparse card payment infrastructure fails to satiate a large appetite for electronic payments. In those countries, real-time payments has effectively leapfrogged card-based payments as the most popular payment method. So when we talk about this whole thing about mass adoption, right? And we talk about, real-time gross settlements, real-time payments, basically this whole thing with FedNow coming out and so on. That is a big moment for not just the world, but especially like for the United States and so on. So if you have some of these other examples that we just gave, Brazil, China, India, and so on, you got to keep in mind, if that really took off well there, why wouldn't it take off well here, right? And so, some of the partnerships, some people say, especially from Cyphereum, well, it still is Cyphereum. Some people say, no, it's Ripple. The key thing is, what if a lot of these are still tied into it? Like it's not just one specific one, right? And then I also look at it from the broader point of view. Well, even if Ripple had nothing to do with some of this stuff, right? Or Cyphereum didn't have anything to do with it, right? What about from a broader point of view, like once we do get that clarity, right? And for a lot of people, they pay attention to what's going on with the Bank of International Settlements. You pay attention to what's going on with R3. At the end of the day, you pay attention to all this stuff. So this is a pretty good article. Thought I'd show you guys that. I want to jump into a little bit more of what we have tonight. A little bit more from Crypto Mike, actually. It says U.S. government debt has gone from 1.2 trillion to 31.4 trillion. Technically, it's about 32, as we speak. This is since 1980, right? So 1980 debt to GDP equals 26%. Now it's about 123%. By 2040, are we going to get up to this particular amount? I don't think so. I think by that time, long before that, we'll have we should have some kind of solution, right? If the solution is, the likes of Ripple with on-demand liquidity, solving Nostra Vostra and taking on that debt and so on, then my answer would be no, right? We turn off the money printer. We turn off all this stuff that is wrecking us, right? And we get dominance in the world again. But when is that going to happen, right? I'm not a fortune teller. I don't have a crystal ball, but I can put the pieces together just like anybody else and come to the conclusion that, with, distributed ledger technology and all this stuff that we're researching every day and so on, at some point that would make sense. There's a saying, what will get you out of debt, right? Is Ripple the world's national debt consolidation team through distributed ledger technology? I know it sounds like a crazy statement, right? Could very well be. What kind of technology they have? Well, we know what kind of technology they have, but you have to have something that's very powerful and work at, as Coach JV would say, like at the speed of light to get the job done. And it has to be fast, efficient, secure, and it can't cost much. Well, last I checked, that's definitely, what Ripple has to offer. So it says anyone who thinks this path is unsustainable is insane. Right. It's absolute insanity, and is that the real Elon Musk? Yeah, he even responded to that. So that's powerful. That is powerful to see Elon Musk respond to it. Right. That's big in itself. I'll even give him a like. Right. I like how on his, it says that he's a subscriber. Anyway. Everyone's like, everything is fine, blah, blah, blah. Right? This is the grand finale. I mean, we can go more into this, right? Anyway, that's some of the stuff that we're sharing today on today's show. We're going to kick it back into the comments for a brief bit, and then we're going to get into a little bit more of what we have for Ripple's XRP. We have quite the lineup tonight. XLM, some big news for XDC, H-bar, especially H-bar. So we're going to jump into all that tonight. Again, guys, thank you for being here. Smash a like if you haven't done so already. Let's jump back into the comments. All right. See where we're at. It's a comedy show. Yeah, I have to catch up on some of this stuff. Don't worry. I think I got it out of my system. Unless some crazy comment from Rain comes again. No guarantees. All right. Everyone's laughing. That's good stuff. Max says, officially lost it. Yes, I did. Ahmed says, basically says, so when we moon, what will everyone do with their money? Well, I mentioned what I'm going to do. But, for some people, it's a yacht. Some people have different goals. You never know. Anyway. All right. Brian Dowie says, Rain, glad your belly is feeling better. Gives him dabs. That's cool stuff. GF Burke's in the house. He says, Casper to hit bit get on the 29th. max headroom. All right. Welcome, GF Burke. Oh boy, how about that? Yeah, Stump Rider, AVEX dropped. Augment Rain, the first day after fasting a whole month, does that too. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. You guys, yeah, they do a lot of fasting. That's right. Stargazer says, Ahmed, I'll travel the world and then settle down at the very best spot. That's cool stuff. All right. XXI Gaming says, Max, I still am waiting on Stratos. LOL. Yeah, you're going to be fine, man, on your Stratos. You know, let me see where we're at. You know, I want to check that one. That's one I've been kind of watching. Did it ever drop down to the 40s? Probably not, right? Let's see. 55 cents. Okay. Nothing wrong with that. All right, let's go further down. Ryan says this crash, some people they predicted before it's gonna be worse, you know, minus 80%. Yikes. That'd be crazy. You gotta keep in mind, you know, for people who wants to have great numbers, right? We never have great numbers when it's a crash. When the things look bullish, more people are watching. That's just the way it goes, right? All right. Let's go further down. We got Elon Muff. He says, I hope you all have AI Doge. I don't. You got some. Congrats. That's cool. Good for you, man. You bought AI Doge also. Interesting. Doge chain moving. I got a lot. That's cool, man. Congrats on the growth today. All right. Let's see where we're going. God, but that's my own personal belief. Huh. All right. Stargazer, welcome again. You picked up some Jasmine and Krill today. Couldn't resist. Yeah, Jasmine seems like it wouldn't be too bad to get some, personally. I wouldn't mind getting some more. Volt got rugged. That's not good. That's not good at all. All right. Boomer F and Sooner. I missed it. What set off the belly lash from Max? Olive oil? Oh, God. It was a comment from Rayan. You have to go back. You can rewind it. Blackwood says, I forget which channel I saw it on, but the other day was mentioned that XRP isn't just a bridge, but also used for 100% of the derivatives market. Okay. I don't know about that. I don't know about 100%, but yeah, it gets you thinking, don't it? Cash Cast picked up some Gala. Was a nice. All right, so in regards to Gala, real quick, I saw, I don't know if it was Rodney or maybe it was 2-Bit. It's going to a V2. I might have to watch that recorded video. Like, why would it? Or who said that? Maybe it wasn't them. Maybe it was somebody. Maybe it was Awesome Austin or somebody. Blackwood says, I'm not smart enough to figure that one out. Yeah, we could, I don't know, maybe we'll take a deeper dive into it. We'll see. I'm going to read a few more comments. Michael Montclair, JP Morgan, millionaires. Hold on. Millionaires, U.S. charts, billionaires use astrology. Uh-oh. I can't read that stuff anymore. Oh, God. Oh, no. All right, Michael Montclair, B-Rise will finally start going up. Yeah. Oh, no. All right. I got to get back to some serious stuff. Start out, he's waiting for Gala V2. So it's really going to happen. I got to catch up on it then. Luis Alvarez, welcome back, man. Good to have you back. You know, guys, just give Luis a warm welcome back. Tim Shea says they are beefing up the security of the Gala contract. It's not one of those money grabs. Okay, that's good to know. It's true about the V2 for Gala. Gonna be rocket ship next run. Yeah, I don't know. I'll probably be one of those guys that doesn't have it, unfortunately. I'm into too many projects at this point, in my opinion. All right. I'm going to go ahead. I think it's a good project, though. I'm going to go ahead and star that. Glad you guys are welcome, Louise. Thank you for that. That's pretty cool. Yeah. I'm not going to highlight that one though. Volt did not rug. Big holder got hacked and the token sold off. Could be BS. All right. And I'm sure like somebody like Pablo Crow would probably address it. All right. Thank you for that, Tim Shea. Let's jump into a little bit more of what we have tonight. Let's see how we're doing on the likes real quick. I know it's not a popular day for likes because of the crash and all that. Let's see how we're doing. Got 42 likes, 42 people watching. So, I mean, I can't complain. All right. Really appreciate that. Let's jump back into a little bit more of what we have. So we showed you guys what's going on with Mr. Versan Alarja. Got this Forbes article. Gave you a little bit from Mr. Crypto Mike. All right, let's jump into this. This is from Coochie Boy the other day. And, you know, a lot of times we start out with the community news before we jump into the juicy stuff. So, again, shout out to Coochie Boy. It says, just in, as in yesterday, 100 million worth of gold stolen from Canada's largest airport. Well, what the heck is this? Let's blow this up. So, according to the Watcher Guru, 100 million worth of gold, right, from its largest airport, reported yesterday. Canada's National Police Force is investigating a heist at Canada's busiest airport. According to officials, thieves may have stolen more than 100 million worth of gold. Crazy stuff, right? But yeah, it says Pearson typically receives and flies out gold that is mined in Canada and ships it out worldwide. You may be thinking, well, this has nothing to do with crypto, but it's big news, right? It says, you know, they're trying to get the best information in regards to this, but come on, $105 million worth of gold. That's crazy. Anyway, thought I would share it from one of our members of the community, the wonderful Coochie Boy. All right. So I thought I'd share that. Let's jump into actually Quant. That's what we were talking about earlier. So this is recent. This was posted today. This is from the one and only Quant Papa. Remember how we talked about SATP is a big deal, right? It is a big deal. Let's go ahead and blow this up a little bit. So when Tokenizer was on the show, we talked about this whole thing about SATP, right? If anything, I'm gonna make sure that's as big as I can make it. It is. So yeah, let's talk about this whole thing from this update from Quant Papa in regards to SATP. So this says it comes from a reply from Wes Hardacre, right, to Claire Facer, Foucher, however you want to pronounce it. It says the SATP chairs are issuing a call for adoption. This is good, juicy stuff, guys. For each of the following 3 documents, these calls for adoption will run simultaneously and will last for 2 weeks until 2023. I forgot. And they're across the pond. You guys do it backwards. You guys say we do it backwards. You do it backwards. So on April 25th, 2023, right? The next 4 days. As a reminder, the call for adoption ends next Tuesday. If you have support or objection for adopting any of these documents as official WG documents, please send a note to the SATP WG list with your comments, basically from Claire and Wes. Now, when we were talking about this before on the live show with Tokenizer, you know, we give you guys a breakdown of why this is important and so on. Let me jump back to where we were. Hold on. So here's this. Let me share this instead. And, you know, the reason why it's important, like this guy says, well, what does this mean? The reason why this stuff is important is, again, you're going to have the fast track of, you know, like, is this, you know, regulations coming soon? I feel as though that, like, you're seeing a big outline of what was already there a few days ago, or not a few days ago, about a week or so ago. You see all these guys, whether it's here in the United States and so on, they're meeting with, you know, top elected officials to try to get some kind of, you know, fast track for regulation. Even Crypto Hulk was pointing some of these things out, right? So here's from the Quant side of things, right? So anyway, I just thought I'd show that to you guys as well. Is part of this, I guess you could say, this narrative or outline of, guys, this is nothing to joke around about. Like, you know, you can literally see whether it's from Quant or, you know, some, you know, top dogs from Coinbase, you know, Brian Armstrong, Danelle Dixon from Stellar, Gilbert Verdian of Quant, you name it, right? The key thing is, are we actually going to get things moving for regulation? think there's enough evidence to support that. That should be your main takeaway here, right? All right. Let's jump into some more of what we have in regards to all this. I saw this earlier today. Shout out to, again, Quant Papa. So he posted this about 3 hours ago. It says Quant CEO will speak at EBA Day about CBDCs to some of the world's most influential payment leaders. It says meet the speakers. You know, you see some of these people, right? This, of course, was back on the 13th, right? But the key thing is, right, they're looking forward to being part of EBA Day in June. Remember I mentioned many months ago that Quant's really going to be doing some big things when it comes to this summer, right? Well, in regards to EBA Day, Gilbert Verdian will be on stage to discuss implementing central bank digital currency. So, you know, a while back, some people were saying, you know, Quant has nothing to do with CBDCs. Well, you have been following Quant, if that's the case. I mean, I'm not trying to be rude, but that's what's going on. Whether it's from the Digital Pound Foundation, was creating, just a digital pound in the UK, what they're doing in Latin America with LEC chain. And then on top of that, possibly a digital dollar at some point, maybe way further out in the future. We don't know how soon, but there is definitely that MIT connection. And you also have work that was done with the New York Federal Reserve a few months ago, right? Remember we talked about the whole thing with Project Hamilton, right? So there's all that. And again, it's just like put the darn pieces together. Like there's a lot of news about, you know, fast tracking some of this stuff. So it says, you know, the love for Overledger says what they're doing is secret. Not really too much of a secret, right? But let's blow some of this stuff, some of this up. Deutsche Bank 2023 lead sponsor, right? JP Morgan, so on and so forth, right? Big names here, host and bank sponsors, right? BBVA, BNY Mellon, Citibank, HSBC. Corporate sponsors, Accenture, obviously you got, you know, MasterCard, Nexi. You understand with Quant, you know, that's a big partnership with Nexi. Even a big partnership with MasterCard, right? You know, Gilbert Verdian worked with the MasterCard subsidiary for many years, long before he made the ISO TC 307 standard. You have Swift, right? Some other, to name a few that we just mentioned. Quant is part of that list that you see there. All right. Of course, we know about this. They're the foundation of blockchain economy. But it's nice to see some of these visuals, right? All right. Let me jump into a little bit more of what we have. And I think the next part is just the last bit from Quant Papa in regards to Quant. He says OVN, right? Overledger network. Connect any system with any protocol to any blockchain, right? The only way to solve enterprise blockchain challenges is to use an interoperable API. Connect any system, any protocol to any blockchain. With what? With Quant's Overledger network. All right. I'm going to stop the share on that. I'm going to see what I got. I got something from Mr. Brian Dowie. Hold on. I'll pull this up. Hopefully it's nothing too crazy. Let me review this real quick. What in the world is this? Canada? Toronto gold heist. Oh, okay. We'll play this. We were talking about this earlier. All right. So let's share this from Brian Dowie. You're just talking about that gold heist, right? Check this out. Thank you, Mr. Brian Dowie. There we go. All right. So the next one we're going to get into here in a bit is basically going to be in regards to Wire, right? It's a project built on Stellar. Some of you guys are aware of it, but we got some info in regards to that. And let's see where we're at. Voltage Dragon, he thinks Paulo Crow is full of himself personally. Fair enough. Cash Cat says, Michael and Tim, just a bad time for a hack. And it is a meme, so the dip is exacerbated. All right. Let's see where we're at. What is this? Sent you something on Twitter, Max. Oh yeah, I read that. Yeah, or showed you guys that. All right. Muff says Volt is BS. Never changed his stance. Got some chump change on it, just in case, like many other poo coins. Okay. Stardog, yay! Volt got a new token. Some about a dragon. Wow. All right, Luis Alvarez. Ain't no shame in selling. That's why we live, or why we are in crypto. Yeah, by all means, take your profits if you feel like there's a good amount to take. I want to welcome Queen Perseverance. Thank you for being here, Queen. And I'm going to read this. Blackwood says he doesn't think that the U.S. has any one currency in the next few years. He can't explain it, but there's been too many conflicting stories lately that makes him lead to believe that CBDCs may not be the only option. That's a good way of looking at it. All right, let me go further down. Yeah, that's definitely not me. That's Ryan. Yeah, but thank you for that, Boomer. Thank you very much for that, Boomer effing Sooner, that you visualize me deep diving into a giant Olympic-sized swimming pool of number 3. I still give you a dab on the screen that you're viewing from your couch and your wonderful little dog. Thank you. All right. What in the world is some of these comments? Everybody needs more Quant, except for even Cool Cat Crypto could probably use some more Quant. You don't admit it, but it's okay. But he's probably going to say something like, yeah, well, actually, I need more BSV than Quant, but fair enough. Fair enough, Cool Cat Crypto. All right. Crypto Jedi, welcome. Glad to have you here. Muff states he shaved his legs for this. What? Wow. It's legit. You don't have to pre-watch, not like yesterday. What is going on? What happened? Dingy, you have 0 Quant. You only live once. Hey, man. You know what I mean? We're not trying to convince you to get anything. That's your own decision. Yeah. Stardog states he's waiting for Bitcoin to bounce, then come down before he buys anything. You know what Mr. Elon Musk would say in regards to that, Stardog? Dingy, all his cryptos are going to Saturn, apparently. Or, if you like Mr. Rayan, apparently they're going to Uranus. I know. That was bad, wasn't it? Yes. All right. All right. So, Brian Dowie, a few minutes away from his house, people were saying it had to do with the stolen gold. Really? That's a few hours or a few minutes away from your house? Interesting. Wow. Yep. Hello, Max. Hello, Queen. Hello, April. Yeah, I guess. Jeez. You don't even have that much faith in me. Apparently, you associate me with olive oil and poo. But it's okay. Here, I was praying for you to God keep you safe inside the Freddy's, and you're ready to flush me down the toilet, basically. So sad. It's okay though. April Cornwell says, "Hope your day was beautiful, girl. Thanks for being here." Or she could say it like Shanae, but hope your day was beautiful, girl. Thanks for being here, Shanae. I'm kidding. All right. Dingy says he's got Cardano, XRP, Jasmine, Shib, Stellar. And I got all those too. Algo. Yep. I don't have Gala though. Numbers Protocol. Don't have that either. Tectonic. I was about to ape into Tectonic a long time ago. Changed my mind. But I think all those probably for the most part are good. I got to research Numbers Protocol more, or just research it. Period. Especially Triple C needs more quant. That's a good point. Good jokes. You're right. Yeah, it was kind of corny, wasn't it? Corn. Never mind. Bad visualization on that one too. Max was typing Uranus as jeez, guys are horrible. We're all horrible. Bunch of degens, right? K was olive oil and buttermilk. Man, I hope nobody's eating something right now. Sure was beautiful. Hope yours was as well. Yes. You survived some killer naders, and we're good. That's why you guys call it naders, tornadoes. Okay. When somebody says naders, I think like when I play Call of Duty, like, hey, watch out for the naders on the far left side. We're gonna plant at Bravo when we're playing Carrington. All right, so let's go ahead and highlight that. Let's kick it back to what we have. Smash that like if you haven't done so already. Let's jump back into what we have for tonight. And we just talked about Quant, obviously. So shout out to the one and only. I love it when they call me Quant Papa. I got a message request, and it's probably from a spammer. Oh gosh, 3 people, all with incredibly drop dead gorgeous women, which is basically those are probably spammers. Yeah. All right, so yeah, let's jump back to what we have. Let's talk about Wire, right? Built on Stellar. You probably knew about this from a while back, but it's part of our particular outline. Let's jump into this. This is the XLM segment. So let's get into this, right? So I'm going to go ahead and play this video, and it's a project that's built on Stellar, and we're going to give you an update from alp.lsp. So smash that like if you haven't done so already. Here we go. I mean, we should be able to go. Yeah, here we go.
What distinguishes Stellar from other blockchains is its interoperability and unique network of anchors. Wire is the leading payment infrastructure for crypto developers. If you're looking to bridge the gap between fiat worlds and the crypto world, we have APIs that enable developers to build incredible products into both worlds. If you want to go into acting, you go to LA. If you want to go into finance, you go to New York. If you want to start a company, you come to SF. And it's an incredible place to be. San Francisco is an incredible breeding ground for talent and developers, and there's a lot of innovation that comes out of San Francisco naturally. It was a perfect place to start the company, find like-minded people to build this organization. We've been in the crypto ecosystem since day one, very, very passionate about this ecosystem and lowering barriers to entry and getting people into this new finance system. It's not an easy space to work in, so passion has to drive it. A lot of our developers were having a hard time sending money abroad, building applications to pay their local employees, build remittance applications, and it was very challenging to actually build into the new protocol. So simply put, if I'm making a $40 transfer and I'm paying $40 fee, it's impossible to actually build on top of that as a merchant and as a business or a developer. We had all these issues with developers and merchants trying to build on top of Wire, and USDC on Stellar was a perfect answer for that.
USDC on Stellar is a stablecoin that allows customers to get into the decentralized crypto community while doing so with a token or asset that is pegged to the dollar. Wire chose Stellar because of its reliability as a network and the speed and low cost. Becoming a USDC anchor on Stellar was a no-brainer for Wire. Anchors set up infrastructure that allows businesses to move money in and out of their applications, and they do so by following the best practices set forth by Stellar's ecosystem proposals, also known as SIPs. Now, when Wire takes a payment in via fiat, whether it's by a bank card or bank transfer, Wire can convert those funds into USDC on Stellar and move those funds to a Stellar-powered wallet. and conversely to receive funds from Stellar-powered wallets into our platform and able to off-ramp those funds.
We've seen extraordinary growth on USDC on Stellar. In the past year, we've seen transaction volume grow nearly 700% year over year, and the number of transactions more than 80% year over year. The thing that we're most pumped about as a whole is that we have now over 20 partners leveraging this technology using Wire. We want to make it as easy as possible for people to build crypto businesses, and this really enables that vision to come alive. A lot of the headaches of what we take care of for a lot of the developers and merchants that come to Wire is the whole compliance regulatory stack. And that's the beautiful thing about leveraging an anchored ecosystem, is that these anchors like Wire are doing the hard miles to make it super simple for people to build on a very compliant and regulatory framework. I'm really looking forward to a lot of these new developers that are coming in and really choosing Stellar as a protocol to build on top of. We are the easiest place where people can come to and really build out their dreams.
All right, so that's the video portion in regards to Wire. And to basically answer the question, yes, he is. That is my third cousin's sister's aunt's brother, who basically is part of Wire. And obviously, I'm sharing this because I'm only interested in pumping my own bag. With that said, we're going to go ahead and jump into the thread section in regards to Wire. Shout out to alp.lsp. But clearly, when it comes to some of these videos, I only show content from some of these people, again, where they're from Wire and so on, who look similar to me because I consume fat juice 24/7. So with that said, let's jump into today's thread in regards to Wire. Here we go. So again, shout out to this particular individual. His name is alp.lsp. And, you know, we follow him quite often, right? Good, or I should say great content creator for the most part. Every day he's killing it with the XLM coverage. So here it is. This is Wire, like you guys saw in that particular video. It's a fintech company that provides a simple payments and, of course, savings API for businesses and projects that want to build on Stellar, like you saw in the video. And basically, as we know, Stellar's decentralized network for financial products and services, right? So the Wire and Stellar partnership, what the heck is that really all about, other than what you saw in the video? All right. So just like you saw from that particular individual, who is my, a guy who's related to me and so on, right? It says Wire is, leverages Stellar's low fees, fast speeds, and interoperability to enable developers and businesses to move money between the world's leading digital dollar stablecoin, right? Circle and local fiat currencies. In reality, Tether is the world's leading stablecoin, but teaches on as far as volume. Wire's API allows users to create accounts, like you saw in the video, right? Deposit and withdraw funds, exchanges, so on and so forth. How about this? Wire also offers compliance, fraud prevention, and customer support services. Now, check this out also, right? Wire partnered with Stellar Development Foundation. They invested $5 million in Wire, as in Stellar, to support its growth and expansion. SDF is a nonprofit organization, as we know. That's why you don't see a lot of news for them, and it's hard to get it, right? Because they are a nonprofit. They support the development and adoption of Stellar, right? I should say SDF, right? Wire, on the other hand, is one of the many innovative and impactful projects that are built on Stellar, right? It's a lot of projects that are built on Stellar. This is one of the standout ones, at least in my opinion. It's a network that aims to connect the world's financial infrastructure and create more inclusive and accessible economic opportunities for everyone. All right, so let me go back. And there you have it. I mean, it's just a quick little gist about Wire. Not too long. Some of the other ones are a lot longer. Thought I'd share that with you guys. I'm going to jump back in the comments just for a brief bit. And on the next segment, we're going to get into Something that you guys have been requesting for quite a bit, and you talk about a lot, and that is Globious, your GBEX. Yeah, that's the next one. So thank you again to everyone who was here. And I'm going to read a few more comments. Crypto Jedi, welcome. He says Stellar is the ish. Cash Cat says, Luis, that will depend on its market cap. Right now, it's 1.3 billion at 108. So 10 billion will be 1,080. All right, you guys are having a conversation with each other. Darius Magruder, welcome back. Glad to have you here, Darius. Appreciate you, man. Blackwood says, imagine someone tuning in for the first time, hearing Max talk about fat juice. Priceless. Yeah, and for the ones that stayed around, yes, even that much more of a shout out and respect towards them, right? Thank you for pointing that out, Blackwood. Fat juice is addicting, even though this isn't really, I don't know. I mean, it's a watermelon. Mainly, this is water with a tad bit of watermelon juice. Don't want to make it too sugary. So I'm trying in my own way to cut down whatever. Anyway. The Crypto Jedi, Becky, look at her butt. Yes. Oh my God. Becky, look at her butt. It's like so big. Yeah, we're talking about the fat juice again, aren't we? All right. Let's see here. Tim Shea, who doesn't? That's a good point. Majibex. I like rainbow. Bless up, Warren. Thoughts on Sologenic? I'm aware of it. I think Crypto Smith talks about it a bit. He covers, I think, more of Corium, than Sologenic. We covered it once here. I don't know. We had some people subscribe to it and so on. I never took much of a deep dive. We had like a brief intro and so on. But every now and then we get some people coming in from Sologenic. Bless up, Worm. Let us know what you feel as though it really stands out for why you're gung-ho about Sologenic. But I have to take more of a deeper dive into it in order to have an educated opinion about it. But welcome back. Bless up, Worm. All right. Darius Magruder. He says, which would you start accumulating first, XLM or H-bar? Jeez. I mean, that's a tough one. That's tough. At these prices, let's pull this up for a brief moment, all right? Why not? All right, might as well. So let's share with you guys my watch list, right? You gotta keep in mind there's some crap on this watch list. So, all right, here's my watch list, and I'm just gonna full screen this. All right, I don't need to be on the frame for this one. All right, so look up XLM. Sitting under 10 cents. That's still a good opportunity, right? I think it came in at roughly 7 or 8 cents. Doubled my position on that. Never looked back, right? H-bar, I believe, is at what, 6 cents, 5.5 cents. But currently speaking, price-wise, H-bar is definitely like a little bit better on that opportunity. But we're talking about this whole thing of clarity and so on. Which one is going to, long-term, I guess you could say, give you a more, a greater rate of return? And I don't want people to think I'm flooding H-bar. Are you kidding me? It's my number 5 pick. So I guess if I had to pick one, I'm going to go with XLM. If I believe that, I guess I'll come back in the frame on this one. If I believe, which I do, that XRP will go to 10,000 a coin at some point. I don't know how soon that is, right? But I'm willing to hold to that point. I may never sell my XRP. I may just earn interest because, we're always talking about regulatory clarity. So if the institutions are all about that clarity, they don't want something volatile, then that's instilling confidence on my digital asset, which would be like XRP. Now we're talking about XLM. So again, if Ripple's XRP gets to 10,000 or more per XRP, then I truly firmly believe that you're looking at 6,500 or 7,000, possibly more for XLM. H-bar, on the other hand, they have the most impressive governing council. It's the most greenest of green when it comes to like DLT and so on. They're not a blockchain, right? They are the Hedera's hash graph is its own separate technology, right? Gossip protocol, basically, right? It's not blockchain. But yeah, they are the greenest of the green. Technically, they're, it's been tested. Even Cool Cat could probably give you some good examples because he could vouch for it. He says that he's tested it. I remember you saying that, Cool Cat. So with that said, he mentioned that it was the fastest one of, all the ones that he tested. There's a lot there, but here's the thing, right? So H-bar, some people feel as though that, it could be 100x. I don't see a lot of talk about 1,000x. I just want to throw that out there, but I think it could do 100x. So based on some of these prices, right? In regards to H-bar, where are we sitting at again? 0.05975. Let's bust out the calculator for a second. So 0.05975. Oh yeah, what am I doing? I just moved the decimal point. So I mean, 100x, that's like $6, which is not too shabby. I mean, but some people, of course, mention, well, it's actually like 1,000x. You gotta have to draw your own conclusion on it. I'm not gonna tell you that it is, but it's consistently my number, 5 pick. I think it definitely could be well over 100x. I don't know about 1,000x. Again, do the math in regards to that, but if you had to pick one, XLM is always been my number 3. And the reason why it's my number 3 is because I feel as though if you have XRP, you got to have some XLM. That's just my own personal opinion. It's not financial advice. So, but at these prices, both are very, very appealing. But, I guess if you had to pick one on today's prices, and you're going to DCA anyway in the future, maybe H-bar gets the edge just looking at it from a price view, but I can't give you financial advice. So, all right, let's go further down in the comments. Mike got my phone. That's not good. Let's go further down. Brian Dowie says he has both, but he could only have one. It could, yeah, exactly. I think we look at it the same way. The tokenomics look good and ISO compliant, you believe? Oh, in regards to Sologenic, yeah. Yep. See, you've seen the consistent consensus here is stellar, right? Not financial advice. So, I'm not the only one that feels that way. Boomer F and Sooner. I know you don't have XRP. 10,000 for XRP. I was thinking more like 5. Yeah. But I also, no disrespect. This is also, we know that you're not into XRP. I think you're one of those people who you look at from, the point of view of like the thing with the SEC and so on. I get it. It's not for everybody. I'm not trying to convince anybody. I'm just looking at it from long term. I'm talking about really, really long term. I'm not talking about anything that's going to happen within the next year or anything. I'm just looking at it from the perspective of once we have full implementation, this whole thing with ISO 222, not just like I mentioned, the Olympic sized swimming pools where, we just got now we're in the shallow end and our feet got a little bit wet or got a splash of water on it. No, we're talking full implementation. And we're talking about literally, a large portion of the central banks using the utility and so on. This is why I feel as though it has to be priced really, really high to take on all that particular debt and so on. It just simply makes sense. Anyway, yeah, carbon neutral, right, is for sure the fastest. So yeah, he's reconfirming that. 10,000 XRP. I'm buying a classic car. Hookers and Coke. Wow. Jeez. All right. Minus that. Yeah. All right. Cool Cat says he thinks. Hold on. I think I saw the H-bar logo in Ready Player One. The doors going into HIH Tech Library look like the H-bar logo. Huh. Well, maybe somebody can look that up sometime. Here's the thing. Anything that's in regards to being played off of a movie, I think we could briefly show it on the live. If we do an actual video recording of it, they'll ban it. It's a really weird policy. Perfect example is what we showed you guys for the sneakers video. I wanted to show you, I wanted to put out a video based off our coverage, and it was banned from YouTube. which is stupid. It's like, well, what about some of these guys that host the sneakers video, and they're not monetized or not monetized. They're not even, I don't know what the case is, right? They might even have more subscribers than us, but they don't get it just so many inconsistencies when it comes to the YouTube policy. All right, $250 H-bar all-time highs. I'm cool with that. I mean, that alone would be like, I'd be set. Cool Cat says, oh yeah, I read that one, my bad. What is this? You don't want to wake up one morning. Oh God. Poor Rain. Rain, are you in the house? Are you just being an observer at this point? All right, Darius Magruder says he has Casper, XDC, and Jasmine Bay. He's trying to decide which coin to start accumulating next. Thanks for your opinion. You're very welcome. No problem. You guys are something. You are really something. Crypto Jedi Brain. What are you, crypto puppet all of a sudden? He used to call Brian Brain all the time too. Like, what is Brian Dowie? Freaking yellow dog from Inspector Gadget? Helping, save the world from Dr. Claw and the MAD organization. Brain. The coca helps with the eggplants for multiple. Oh, wow. All right. Big Watch Dude back in the comments. He likes Sologenic. He has bought a few cheap NFTs from there using XRP. That's interesting. That's not FDA approved. It's Brian down with the comments, so I have to read it. Jedi, that won't help with the, all-nighters for sure, not financial advice. Oh, man, this is something else. Edward Vincent, we want CTN on Rumble. Free max. Yeah, it just keeps coming up with errors. I don't know, man. I got so much stuff I have to work on, and I don't know. I have to get with one of our guys to get that fixed, but anyway. Brian Dowie, autocorrect. I'm used to it. No worries. Oh, yeah, that's true. Forgot about that. You've never done Coca-Cola, but it would be the high price. Wow. Yeah, Rick James, cocaine, one hell of a drug, F your couch. Another one, you witch, Mr. Magruder. Charlie Murphy, show Crypto Jedi. Anyway. All right. Such a great show, right? Anyway, not our show. Well, that too, but, Chappelle's show back in the day. Come on, man. Come on. Who doesn't love some Chappelle show? I love me some Chappelle show. And some back scratch Inu. All right. We're going to jump into this next part. It is in regards to GBEX. As you guys would say, your, GBEX. Here it is. Breaking news, right? No, I won't do the breaking news thing. I'll say that for H-bar. So breaking news. Globious deposit widget. What in the world is that? Well, it's basically offering easy worldwide fiat to crypto trading. Check out the latest Globious news from Bloomberg. So we're going to jump into that. And this was published today. So cool stuff. Let's pull that up. And here it is. Double checking my settings. All right, straight from Bloomberg. Globious to release new widget offering easy fiat to crypto trading. This was reported from Hong Kong, right? But yes, they're about to release this new widget. It's going to enable customers to trade their fiat currency directly into crypto. The widget is a simple and convenient solution designed to offer customers easy access to a wide range of payment methods, exchange, and currencies. The release of this new widget will enable the seamless conversion of traditional money into digital assets, making it even easier to enter into the crypto market. And here we go. There's a little bit more in regards to GBEX. Offers a wide range of currencies. Customers can trade using the most popular currencies, such as the euro, the pound sterling, right? Even the US dollar. Using this specific new widget, it's going to allow for trades that can also be made using, some of these other ones, right, from the UAE. Some of these other ones you see here, a whole grocery list, right, of these, right. On top of that, this diversity of cryptocurrencies is a unique feature of Globious, and the addition of this widget will enable customers from around the world to purchase crypto by using their local currency, right? And if you think about it, it kind of reminds you guys, right? Kind of reminds you of how Stellar is, right? You know, think about like that one project that's in Nigeria, right? Where, you know, they're built on Stellar and they trade, you know, they encourage some of their citizens. They don't even have to have a bank account. It doesn't diminish the native currency of the Naira, right? So on and so forth. But yeah, it gives them a wide range of options to fund their accounts and start trading. In terms of crypto, if you didn't know this, the Globious offers a comprehensive selection of popular currencies like even Bitcoin, Ethereum, USDT, some of these other ones, right? XRP, ADA, just a whole grocery list of this stuff. In regards to the widget specifically, it says a simple, convenient way to access crypto, like they mentioned before. The combination of banking and crypto services makes Globious a well-rounded platform designed with users in mind. I know you guys, a lot of you guys are into Globious, right? You're really gung-ho about it. I'll read this, right? It offers exchanges, payment gateways, centralized CEX, and decentralized DEXs, marketplaces, trading, staking, online wallets, and more. The platform is deflationary by design, and the native tokens of GBEX, they're utilized in many different capacities, including paying fees, rewards, and referrals. And that's basically it. So that was the latest update in regards to the specific widget to offer easy fiat to crypto trading. How cool is that, guys? Posted at 10:50 this morning. Very, very cool. From Bloomberg. All right. And then, of course, there's this other one, right? It's kind of like this, again, or a reiteration, right? But just in case you guys didn't know, you know, we're always talking about, you know, this project's ISO 222 compliant. Let's talk about it. XDC, XRP, XLM, right? Well, how about Globious? It says it's an ISO 222 ready platform. And on top of that, it says, you know, get ready for the next phase in mass crypto and digital asset adoption. And on top of that, it's XRC20. Their XRC20 stablecoins are paid at a 1-1 rate. And the ones that they use on their platform are URG and USDG, as well as SGDG. They're compliant with KYC, AML, and even CFT regulations. It says Globious is ready. Are you ready? Cool stuff, right? So, yeah, plain as day, Globious, ISO 222 compliant. Very, very cool stuff. So that's the Globious update. Glad to share it with you guys. I saw it all over crypto Twitter. I was like, man, you guys talk about this a lot. Glad to share it. All right, let's kick it back into the comments for a brief bit. Smash that like button if you haven't done so already. We're about an hour and 43 minutes into the show. See who else we got up in this mug. All right. You meant no disrespect. Hold on. You can buy another one, you rich mother. Yeah. Buy another one. Show Charlie Murphy up. You know what I meant. Never mind. Stay off that dope Majibex. All right. Steve Rose. Hey boys, please briefly explain how DGB is connected to Quant. You're talking about with Digibyte? That I would have to look more into, believe it or not. We used to cover a lot of Digibyte, or I think Larry did at one point, but I have to definitely look more into that. All right, so Brian Dowie says Jedi too much Coca-Cola keeps your eggplant from standing at attention. All right, interesting. Cool Cat, don't sleep on GBEX. Don't you dare do it. Blackwood says easy fiat trading unless you live in the United States. I guess that's a good point. Don't even think about it, says Cool Cat. He's going to come after you. He's going to poo in your shoes instead of in the kitty litter. Steve Rose, sorry, boys and girls. Sorry for what? You didn't do nothing wrong. Any questions? Feel free to answer them. Sometimes I don't have all the answers. I'm not going to BS you guys when it comes to that. I don't have the answer in regards to Digibyte and Quant, but I may look into that further. I may not. I don't know. There's so much to look into. Are you into Digibyte? Is that what you're asking, Stevie? All right. I want to welcome Mr. Rudy Poo. See some people welcoming you, but for some reason I'm not seeing it in the comments. So I want to welcome Mr. Rudy Poo. Earlier, I was mad on today's show. I'm not going to do the voice anymore. But anyway, it's supposed to be droopy. You know, he always says that. He's like, I'm mad. All right. My baby Doge evening gown. Wow. Man, that's something. You guys got some crazy comments. It's cool that GBEX is in Hong Kong. They can say F the SEC. Yeah. All right. Blackwood says Globious returned my request and said that SWIFT payments are currently not supported. They're working on the licenses needed to accept USD payments. GBEX is also an ISO. Yeah, we pointed that out. Well, we pointed it out, but yeah. Marvin Davis, I didn't have a chance to welcome you earlier. I want to welcome you back. Glad to have you here tonight. Let me see how we're doing on time. My duck sauce. All right. Ouch. Dang it, smashed my darn ankle into the side of this thing. Actually, it was kind of painful. All right. GBEX is a big dog. Blackwood was trying to purchase the other day. Dirk Diggler would never invest in crypto. F that guy. Wow. All right. You guys got some interesting comments, right? Smash up the likes. Yeah. All right. Let me see you guys got any specific questions. My God. Here's a serious one, I think. Blackwood. For Globious, if you want to add funds, you know what? Here's the thing. All right. That's a good statement. All right. SEPA payments or specific cryptos from. I want you guys to tell me something. This is kind of off topic. All right. So as we speak, I'm fully aware that there's other shows probably going on. Let's see what's going on. All right. Let's take a look at what's going on right quick. So other shows going on. There's Rodney, 59 people watching him. Right. He's talking about the crypto market dump. Zach Rector, is he going on right now? No. All right. Let's say hypothetically speaking, it's a different day. It's not Friday, right? Let's say hypothetically it's like yesterday or the day before yesterday. So you got like Zach Rector, you got Crypto Hulk and all that. So I imagine that there isn't a big wave of, this going on in the chat. Right. He's talking about serious stuff, right? Bank of International Settlements. And he's talking about, this guy who he's going to have as a special guest talking about, precious metals and stuff like that. But like, am I too far off? I don't think you guys are up in his chat talking about, Mudbutt and talking about, eggplants and talking about, like Vaseline and, talking about like, stuff like that, right? I'm just saying, I just don't think there's a big wave of comments for that. Now, again, let me know if I'm too far off. So anyway, I want to welcome Mr. Wainside. He says, dude, surf's up, man. He's got this going on, remember, for us back in the, hey, call me, right? But nowadays, like the young kids, they don't even do that. They just go like this. They're like, they just literally bust this out. Or if they don't have that on them, then you think to yourself, why don't they have that on them? But they don't do this. They don't go like this. Anyway, kind of a different era that we live in. He's shilling Pepe coin. How's it pronounced? PP or Pepe? Ronnie's chat has Vaseline. I'm sure it does. Buttermilk. Yeah, see what I'm saying? Like I don't picture a big wave of chat. Like, Zach Rector, he gets like, I don't know, like 500-600 people watching at a time. I just don't see that happening. I don't see the big wave of chat at Cool Crack Crypto and Wayne Side and Tim Shea and Crypto Jedi and Brian Dowie and all these guys just being like, Mudbutt Inu and freaking, Caroline. Hey, Boomer, did you talk to Caroline? No, bro. Caroline's over at Larry's casting couch and poured a bunch of Vaseline in between the cushions and went to the moon and back. Like, I just don't see that happening. But it happens here. I'm not complaining. I mean, I'll take it. I appreciate you guys. I'm just throwing that out there. I just don't really see that being a big wave of maybe a little bit. Maybe like it's Brian Dowie and maybe like at random you see like Boomer F and Sooner. You're over at like Zach Rector or something. Or how about this? It's actually not Boomer. It might be Crypto Mike, right? He shows up there as Elon Muff and you have a little back and forth conversation about Caroline or whatever, right? And that happens. But there is not a great big wave of people in the chat talking about some of this stuff. No, that doesn't go on. Zach Rector is trying to bring you guys to absolute fire. And as a result, you guys appreciate it. And you comment about, oh yeah, Zach, no problem, man. That's easily connected to the Bank of International Settlements. Yeah, absolutely. If you look more into this specific thing that happened on June 17th, 1979, you will come to the conclusion that what you have verified with some of these documents is valid. And it's a serious, serious type of thing. Not much degen talk. Not much talk about eggplants. Not at all. Anyway, enough about that. Wayne Size says, team serves up, man. Popcorn, freaking macaroni and cheese, bro. Well, Jumbo Side, yeah, here we go. I don't go to, well, that's okay. Yeah, I know. I've seen that before. Yeah, there is Gala migration to a V2, apparently. Crypto Jedi, invest in Pepe coins so that the early investors can cash out and wreck you. That's a good point. Yeah, I'm not going to invest in that. The way I look at it is like this, right? Am I really going to throw money at something like that when I can just buy more H-bar or Jasmine, XLM, some solid projects, or I'm going to go after something that is the flavor of the week for degen meme tokens? I'm just saying. I'm not trying to offend anyone, but that's just the way I look at it. Brian Now he says Rector and Hulk don't talk to the chat. Oh, that's true because they got better good problems. They got, what's the problem that wrong? Hulk, you have to be not only a subscriber, you have to be a member, and then you get to chat. That's a good point. I forgot about that. He's definitely making some bank. All right, Brian Now, Max, I got that golden eggplant on Roddy's channel. A golden eggplant. My God. I better get over to Funnies and Fud Volt. Yeah, you better go do that. I'm kidding. Don't go do that. Tim Shea says, so we get the fire and we get to joke around while listening. Yeah. I know. I'm not complaining. I'm just trying to kind of, I'm trying to, just like you guys bust my chops all the time, talking about Vaseline and read all of Brian Dowie's comments and scare away, obviously, Ray. And I have not seen him back in the chat. Is that because he's stuck in the John while he's on his phone listening to us ridicule him to death? Shame on all you guys. Anyway, Brian Dowie, Max, 100%. This is my favorite channel. Well, I'm glad it's your favorite channel. And I'm also glad it's Boomer F and Sooner favorite channel. I don't watch any. You don't watch any daytime YouTubes anymore, huh? All right. Cool Cat says T. Blackwood on Dave Chappelle's YouTube channel. You have to be a member for 10 years before commenting. My God, you're not joking. I didn't know that was a thing. Me is in the house. He's looking around like, what the heck? Welcome me. Marvin Davis says solid utility on Hulk used to talk to the chat. Yeah, but I don't blame him. I'm not gonna say I'm gonna do that, but I don't blame him. All right. All right, great comments. Let's kick it back to one more. And then after this, we're gonna get into the outline. Crypto Jedi, the reason the top YouTube influencers are pushing Pepe coin is because they got in a month ago. Fat in their pockets. Anakin, don't be a pawn of the Jedi. Yes, that is a great statement, Fat pockets they have. All right. Blackwood, I tried commenting, and that's what showed up when I attempted to. Hulk loves you. So you are a paid subscriber if you that's the case. Boomer F and Sooner says, meaning I stopped watching the funnies of the world. Oh, okay. Cool. Thanks, guys, for the heads up. All right, we're going to jump into the next part of what we have. So we talked about some Stellar. I mean, who doesn't want to hear about Stellar? Talked about your guys' GBEX, as you guys would say, GBEX. Talked about Globious being ISO 222 compliant. Let's get into Nexera, right? Or as Cool Cat Crypto would say, his Nexera Classic, or his ALBT Classic. All right. So here's today's update in regards to Nexera. This is from Lord Quantonian Shaktoria of Longhold. The heir of the seventh throne of the four kingdoms, and the rightful knight of the Liechtenstein People's Republic of Austria's 4th district. Sure. All right. Let's blow this up. He says, Nexera is coming. Nexera is here. Well, Sunnyvale, California, right? This is way back, right? Look what is posted here. Again, this is originally yesterday, but it's a reminder. So it says, global innovation platform plug and play, together with founding partners Visa, Alliance Block, the INX digital company, IGT, and Franklin Templeton, has announced the launch of their crypto and digital assets program in Silicon Valley. The program basically aimed to connect international startups with the founding partners to pilot the startups' technologies and drive the future of crypto and digital assets as world-class leaders. All right. So that's cool stuff. And then we blow it up to this right here. Their network, right, consisted of 50,000 startups, 500 plus world-leading corporations. Now, a blast from the past. Plug and Play will be a strategic partner and will curate access to emerging fintech-focused startups for the Visa Accelerate program in 2023. Is that the connection? Yes. ALBT, founding partners of the new crypto and digital assets program created by Plug and Play. Let's jump into that. You may think, well, why mention all this stuff? Because it's coming up here soon, right? It's an update. You got to go to the past to have an idea what the heck, why this is all significant. So back on November 4, 2022, only a few months ago, Visa invited Asia Pacific's top startups to shape the future of payments. Visa, as we know, is a world leader in digital payments. They announced back then an open call for startups across Asia Pacific to apply for the Visa Accelerate program of 2023. And that should be your key takeaway here in regards to why even pay attention to this stuff. Okay, so we're paying attention to this stuff, right? So it says the 2023 program will focus on developing solutions in the following areas. Obviously, Web3, global money movement, embedded finance, merchant and small business enablers, and even open banking solutions. The Visa Accelerate program was actually launched originally in 2019 and has since enabled the growth of some Asia Pacific's most prominent startups. The 5 startups from the 2022 cohort presented their proof of concepts at the Visa Accelerator Spotlight event after working with Visa product and business development teams to bring their concepts to life and expand their businesses into new markets across the region. Now, startups from 2021 and 2022 cohorts secured 9 commercial deals with Visa clients and partners in Asia Pacific. Additionally, Visa has entered into 6 partnership and commercial agreements with selected startups, emphasizing the value that startups can bring to a larger payments industry. There's all this statement from Chris Clark, the president, right? Saying it's basically exciting, right? But I want to jump down to this right here. Plug and Play will be a key strategic partner and will curate access to emerging fintech-focused startups for the Visa Accelerate program in 2023. Well, we're basically in 2023, right? So when we get further into it, in regards to this partnership of Plug and Play, this guy who's Clark, he says, partnership with Plug and Play will connect Visa with like-minded fintechs. And that is the juicy part of this, right? Like-minded fintechs is basically like Alliance Block, Nexera, so right? That share a common goal to build new digital commerce experiences together. From exploring the potential of new developments like Web3 and embedded finance to making it easier for business to move money around the world, there are so many opportunities for startups to work with Visa and their network of bank and merchant partners. Of course, there's info about how to join this program. We're not going to get into that. But I do want to show you guys this real quick in regards to Plug and Play. Now, Plug and Play is a global innovation platform. They're headquartered, of course, in Silicon Valley. I imagine that's, probably around San Francisco, San Jose area of California. Their inception was back in 2006. They have programs that have expanded worldwide to include a presence in over 40 locations globally, giving startups the necessary resources to succeed in Silicon Valley and even beyond. Listen to this. With over 64,000 startups and 500 official corporate partners, they have created ultimate startup ecosystem in many industries. They also provide active investment with 200 leading Silicon Valley VCs and host more than 1,000 networking events per year. Companies in their community have raised over $9 billion in funding with successful portfolios that exist, including Danger, Dropbox, Lending Club, and of course, something I use literally at least twice or 3 times a month, which is PayPal. So guys, the key thing is this, right? This is really, really big stuff. And to have a fintech leader of Alliance Block with this partnership obviously just spells great things for the future. We're going to continue to follow what's going on with Plug and Play, but I won't be surprised if we get more updates later on to, let's face it, maybe the summer and so on. So glad to bring it to you guys. Want to give, again, a shout out to this particular individual, Lord Quantonian Shaktoria of Longhold. Very cool stuff, in my opinion, in regards to that. We're going to jump into the next particular thing that we have here tonight for you guys, and that is LCX. So let's jump into that. All right, so here's some LCX coverage, and this was posted yesterday, and I try my best to find something like obviously today and so on, but so this is still very, very recent. So the last few days, one of the main themes that you should take away, right? We always have a weekly theme. So last week's weekly theme was digital oil, right? Jasmine, Nexera, some of these other ones, right? When it comes to data, right? We talked a little bit about DAG, talked a little bit about Energy Web Token, but the key theme last week was data. Key theme for this week, guys, is what? Regulations, right? If you've been watching and following the show, it's definitely regulations. Regulations are flat out coming. If you cannot connect the dots with everything that has been presented for you guys for the last few days, I don't know what to tell you. Whether it's, Danelle Dixon with Stellar talking about on Bloomberg, whether it's Brian Armstrong of Coinbase, whether it's other, content creators talking about this whole thing with regulations, or Crypto Whole, Coach JV. There is so much being fast-tracked when it comes to the topic of regulations. So what about regulations coming to LCX? It's a great question. Let's jump into this. This comes from Francesco, and I'm going to go ahead and follow this guy. And, he originally retweeted this from LCX King, and I have been following him, so that's cool stuff. He says, do not forget the LCX got mentioned by the EU Commission. Now, why is that important? Well, if you've been following, some of the coverage that we dropped, some big things recently happened. Crypto Hulk obviously is talking a lot about it. So many other content creators are talking about the whole thing of the big news in regards to the EU Commission. And if you're wondering about the EU Commission, you can understand that some new things dropped in regards to Mica, right? So Mica is now coming, and regulations will basically hit the market. Again, at the beginning of the show, we showed you a tweet from, of course, Crypto Hulk. I've also been covering this earlier, I think as much as a little bit maybe last week or going into this week, something like that. So I've been trying to be on top of it as well. LCX is already Mica compliant and ready to go. There's no competition in terms of regulations in the EU. And guys, let's be honest when it comes to this. This is why you are seeing Brian Armstrong saying, hey, look, maybe I do need to take this, our platform overseas and so on. And, some people feels like, well, that's good, because if the U.S. isn't going to get it done, you're going to have to do that. My thing is, looking at it from, just being a citizen of the United States and so on, right? It sucks because you realize that the U.S. is not embracing innovation. Or will they? Will we finally get our crap together? Or will it be too late? I don't know. Says that LCX is the only one, or is the one and only. Here's a little bit more of what we're talking about in regards to some of this. I'm going to blow this up a little bit more, So share this some way you can see it a little bit better. Yep. So it says miss efficiency gains in the trading and post-trading areas, right? And it basically mentions in the EU and in Europe, several projects for the creation of security token platforms or in the post-trade area have been identified, but few are already in operation or are limited in scale, testing phase, or limited to small and medium-sized companies for both operational and legal reasons. Now let's get into this part about DLT. So it says, given the regulatory constraints, it is difficult for traditional market infrastructures to use DLT rather than continuing running their business as they are used to. Yeah, but when you have certain DLT projects that mention that, we can help you scale, it's actually going to save you money, and on top of that, save you time, right? Yeah, I had mentioned, for instance, like, Quant over Ledger and so on, but they're not the only one when it comes to getting things done at scale, right, with distributed ledger technology. So, it says rather than continuing running their business as they are used to, it says legal obstacles may also prevent new entrants from offering financial services or activities through DLT solutions and competing with traditional players. The need for legal certainty has also continuously been highlighted through engagement with stakeholders from the financial industry. Check this out. Nevertheless, security tokens and DLT hold potential to transform the way that financial instruments are issued and even exchanged. 77% of the respondents to the public consultation consider that DLT could bring substantial benefits in the trading, post-trading, and even the asset management areas, notably in terms of efficiency. So, I mean, that's a big, huge percentage, right? This is not trying to, preach to the choir or trying to twist anybody's arm to be on board. I mean, that's a big whopping percentage, right? And I wouldn't be surprised in the future that increases substantially, right? Especially by 2030. My God, I mean, we're supposed to have over 50% crypto adoption or even higher, right? So we're going to jump down to this particular figure, which is figure 3. It says potential benefits of the adoption of DLT and trade in the trade and post-trade era. A lot of you guys know about some of this stuff, but when we talk about trade, I mean, I'm literally thinking, for instance, like, XDC especially, right? So what about the pre-trade, right, era, or area, I should say. Transparency and verification of holdings, reduced credit exposures, utilization of static data, simpler KYC, and so on, right? What about for actual trade? Secure real-time transaction matching, immediate irrevocable settlement, automatic DVP on a cash ledger, automatic reporting, and more transparent supervision, so on and so forth, right? Post-trade, right? This is something that's going to get brought up quite a bit. No central clearing for real-time cash transactions. For instance, like this, what says right here, reduce margin collateral requirements, faster innovation and efficient post-trade processing, fungible use of assets on blockchains as collateral. Remember how we were talking about that one guy? I forgot his name, but it was a big video for us. It was only like 5 minutes long, or 3.5 minutes long. When ISO 222 went live on March 20th, he sent an ISO 222 message, and he used XDC as what? As collateral. I don't know if you guys remember, that's in the video section recorded. Be sure to though. There's also auto execution of smart contracts. This next one, I'm not going to read all of it. Custody and security servicing. Primary issuance directly onto a blockchain. Well, no kidding. Automation and deduplication of servicing processes. I like this part on the very bottom. Simplification of fund servicing, accounting, allocations, and administration. Right. And last but not least, I'm going to read actually this top part and then the bottom. So it says 3 platforms in Germany have been identified: SmartMark, Bitbon, and AG. There's some of these other ones, right? Like Bauer, Stuttgart Digital Exchange, and one in Austria, right? But in regards to the LCX Liechtenstein Exchange, right? It says the Liechtenstein Crypto Assets Exchange targets professional investors and plans to provide trading, custody, portfolio management, and even analysis services that would target all types of crypto assets. The Swiss Digital Exchange will also provide or propose trading, settlement, and custody for security tokens. Right. This last part down here: 54% completely agree, 23% rather agree, 7% neutral, 1% rather disagree, 3% completely disagree, and 12% without opinion. That's in regards to some of the figures you saw above there. So that's cool stuff, and I definitely wanted to be able to share that with you. But, at the end of the day, let's jump back to this. And it's a reiteration of what we just said. LCX ready to go with Mica, compliant and ready, basically ready to go. There's no competition. You know what I mean? All these things that we mentioned, I mean, it's just like the path forward in regards to this, especially when it comes to LCX. Hold on a second. I'll pull up another particular one I want to show you guys real quick. So let's show you guys this, because you might be wondering, like, I don't understand, the whole thing in regards to Mica. And that's a good question. And there's nothing wrong with that. So I'm just going to show you this real quick. If you're wondering about, Mica, right? MiCA stands for Markets in Crypto Assets Regulation. And again, part of the theme for this week is just that, regulation. The Markets in Crypto Assets Regulation is set to be a new EU regulation that could be used as the blueprint for other jurisdictions to follow when regulating crypto asset related activities. Now, you got to keep in mind, this was printed on January 23rd, 2023. What are you seeing literally today or throughout the week? You're seeing somebody like Crypto Hulk posting this. So it's gone from the phase of what could be to what is what? The blueprint, right? That's one of the key things, right? So, when you see him, he's all excited. I'm excited as well. Who wouldn't be excited about this? Because we have already drawn the conclusion that it's one piece of the puzzle to get to the next step. All of this has come in steps, right? It's, just like anything, I will use this example, right? Like exercise, for instance. I know I need more of it, but taking those steps to get to the highest part of the platform, right? Let's say you're, you're going up a high-rise building and so on, right? So we understand with crypto, it's like we got to get the regulations fast-tracked, and once we get those regulations, regulatory clarity, as in this blast off. Well, if we're only like a few steps away from that, what's there not to be excited about? Anyway, thought I'd show you guys that in regards to the last couple updates from, I believe, LCX and Xera. Let me see what's next on our list before I kick it back into the comments. The next one will be H-bar, and we do have some breaking news for H-bar. So smash that like if you haven't done so already. Let's kick it back into the comments. And I saw a few more new people are here. Let's see where we're at. So Big Wash Dude says, nah, Max, our chat is the perfect blend of silliness and crypto knowledge. You ain't going to hear anybody talk about Carolina duck butter in Zach's stream. I was just curious. I was kind of busting you guys' chops, but thank you. Thank you for that, Mr. Big Wash Dude. Cool Cat Crypto, no, I don't pay for Hulk. Haven't commented in there since he started charging. I see what you're saying. So he changed that policy. When did he change that policy, Cool Cat? Dingy says he's 32. When XRP will be 10,000, you'll be 62. Oh, so you think it's going to be 30 years, huh? At least it will be a good retirement. LOL. Huh. Yeah, I'm going to be 42 on May 12th. So I'll have to check how long that's going to be from now. May 12th. So the 5th is 2 weeks from now. That's Cinco de Mayo. 3 weeks from now is my birthday. Anyway. All right. Geez. So you really think it's going to be 30 years, huh? I guess that's where we'll agree to disagree. That's okay. I will read this. He knows towards him. Wow. All right. That's quite the one. 18-cent algo. Oh, hey, Cool Cat. Do you see it getting down to 15 cents, or do you see it going possibly lower than that? This is not my favorite channel, Max. That's okay. I don't expect it to be anybody's real favorite channel. I know some people say it is, and it's it's nice, but I also have to be a realist, So Crypto Jetta says, I like this community. It's like the Volt Army, but with better benefits. I like how you worded that. Benefits. Oh, shoot. I read that wrong. There's nothing to see here. These are not the droids you're looking for. Nothing to see here. Move along. I totally read that wrong. Better investments. Yes, but with better investments. Yeah, that's wow. Sorry about that. Anyway, interesting. Gonna go further down. No offense, but I think we are collectively smarter. That's a good point. Jeez, I have to really start really focusing. Anyway, Brian Dowie got a few free memberships to Hulk. Only commended wants to say hi for Ahmed. Really? Wayne said, Max, you're speaking way above your viewers. I don't know about that. There's a lot of smart viewers here, man. Here's the thing, Wayne. If it wasn't for some of our viewers here, we wouldn't have even covered some of these particular projects. And that is a fact. So, but thank you. There's nothing wrong with what you said. Wayne, just add "muh," and we are all ears. Hold on a second. You can store that on a ledger, or if you want to go specific, you go with a Nano or a Nano S. If you're looking to get it off an exchange, you want to do an exchange, which it's not too popular nowadays. You can do KuCoin. If you want to do like a wallet, you can also do Decent, but I don't have any experience with that. Anyway, yeah, exactly. All right, LCX or Jasmine, pick one. Hurry. For price right now, I'm gonna go with Jasmine. Yeah, Jasmine. Yeah. All right. Kind of thinking about that. But then again, you say, you've been kind of thinking about a lot of things. That's all right. All right, let's go further down. The Crypto Jedi says, "LOL, I don't have any LCX, but I do have Jasmine." Lol. It's all right. Jazz, Deep Frog. You're losing your butt in baby Doge. You might trade it for LCX. LCX is pretty decent prices right now. I mean, it's not going to be as great as like some of you guys that first came to LCX at like what, 2.5, 3 cents. But Satama or Safe, what? No, God, no. Oh, none, zero. Don't buy any of that stuff. That is financial advice. How about that? Don't buy that crap. All right. Cool Cat, sell it for more ETH. We must get this turned around and fast. Crickets. My God. ETH. More ETH. What? I thought you were not a fan of ETH. Or maybe you just oh God, you're just trolling us at this point. Salamander, welcome. He says ETH a security or a commodity? Man. I mean, who are you talking to? You talking, are we on the side of Gensler at this point? I don't know. I mean, technically speaking, everything is a security if you want to be technical. I mean, I think I have an article here, right? It says everything technically is a security. The only one that isn't is Bitcoin, if we're going to be like that, Wow. Quite the comments we got tonight. Mr. Gensler, is ETH a security? Yeah. He couldn't even give an answer, really. He doesn't answer directly. Man. Hold it or lose it. Hold it. Hold it long term. All right, Crypto Jedi. I own a Pablo Crow NFT. There's such a thing? I didn't know that. Huh. I didn't know that. Interesting. Judge Torres will rule in favor of XRP. I think eventually, yeah. I think so. Give me just a second. Yeah, but I think so. See how I'm doing time. You guys having a good time with that, huh? Yep, we did report on that. If you got the means to go, I mean, I would go personally. All right, let's see here. Wow. Interesting stuff. XRP at 589. That wouldn't be too shabby. They need to abolish the SEC. That's a good point. Salamander says that USA falling behind on all. Yeah, it sucks, man. It absolutely sucks. Been like a year since Hulk. Oh, yeah. I mean, I go in there once in a while, but like, I mean, my thing is, it's like sometimes like I'll be driving down the street, Cool Cat, and I'll listen to him, so I'm not gonna be commenting anyway. Why would I be texting and driving? But thanks for the heads up on that. You will retire when XRP goes to $10. Okay. Yeah, for me, it's just some of these ones. It's like for the goals that I want, I need to have a lot of money to do it, and I just $10 in XRP is not going to do it for me. Algo might get down to 15, 16 cents. I was thinking 15 cents, but I want to get your input on that. Thank you for that, Cool Cat. Everybody could buy more XDC, right? I'm still not pleased with what I have on XDC. Sometimes I'm like, oh, I'm pleased with what I got on Stellar. I'm pleased with what I got on XRP. And then I say to myself, no, I'm still not pleased. Even when I get up to 20 Quant eventually, I'm probably still not going to be pleased with that. That duck butter messed up, Max. Where is Rain? Rain, are you out there, my friend? I hope that we didn't scare him away. Marvin Davis says it's ERC20. Jasmine is ERC20. You got to keep in mind. So here's the thing with Jasmine, right? So they're looking to eventually have their own blockchain, right? So this whole thing about, Jasmine being ERC20 forever. You got to keep in mind, they are literally looking to, develop their own blockchain. And, I don't know if it's going to be a case like a Shiba Inu with Shibarium or anything like that. I mean, it's apples and oranges, but at least as part of the roadmap to eventually get to the point where they have their very own blockchain. Excuse me. Man, that watermelon juice is kind of giving me some problems. Anyway, not really not problems like, mud butt or anything, but all right. Salamander says Ripple International Policy Council Susan Friedman suggested that the company will be collaborating with the European Union following their Mica legislator. Yeah, I think we have a tweet from McDizzle in regards to that. I'll double check crypto Twitter in a bit. Yeah, 6 cents is not bad. I mean, you got to keep in mind this was up to what, 12, 13 cents like a couple months ago. God, Saitama. Nano X doesn't support Jasmine. Trezor does. No. Nano S. All right. Cool Cat Crypto. Sometimes when I pronounce stuff, it maybe comes across, and then I'm saying S, and it comes out across as X. I'm trying to say S. All right. Marvin Davis, Max, I've seen people come on and make disrespectful comments, and you keep your cool. Kudos. Yeah, I try to. I mean, it's what comes with the territory. I mean, you guys got to keep in mind, I'm not exactly. I mean, it may seem like, as far as doing a YouTube live show, that's like for about a year, but you got to also keep in mind, like, as far as dealing with, I hate to say it, like douchebags, like on the internet. I mean, come on, who hasn't played an online video game and had to deal with people who are just like keyboard warriors, where there is no way in hell some of these guys would say this stuff to your face in real life, right? That's why I call them keyboard cowards, keyboard warriors. They're not even really warriors; they're just idiots. But yeah, but thank you. Yeah, there's just some people like they when you see people do this, like they'll point out certain things, like, there's this one guy, he comes here like probably like once every 6 months. I know who he is. I'm not gonna say his name. I'm not gonna give him that much credit. But he'll say something like, oh my God, you're just as fat as you were a year ago, or something like that. And I'm just like whatever. You know what that tells me? It tells me that this guy's got some kind of inferiority complex or something. It's like, really? Like that's your objective for the day, is to go to a random YouTube channel and post something like that. It's like, damn, man, you must drive like a high-rise pickup with a loud exhaust pipe, and your wang is literally like so small that it's got to be measured with a micrometer or something. It's just ridiculous, but whatever. And then you got like the stereotypical baseball cap with like, the Oakley sunglasses, or I don't know. I shouldn't even say that, but you get where I'm going. All right. Blackwood, an account on the Nano X. I think I've read something like that before. Gary Gensler continues to keep the crypto community confused. Ripple has decided to find its future. Think about the narrative here. Salamander is right. Just like what we were talking about earlier. It's like, Coinbase looking to obviously go elsewhere. Who else is going to go elsewhere? It just sucks to see it, but that might be the path forward that we need. Let's face it. I mean, from an investor point of view, you may look at like, well, this is going to help because it's going to fast track, regulations and so on, and then we get clarity. But looking at it from, like, hey, we want America to do well. That we are the opposite of the 1960s when it comes to like being, or 50s, 60s and so on, like America first and so on, embracing technology and innovation, and it's like JFK is rolling in his grave, right? All right, let me go further down in the comments. Big Watch says, Max, I think Caroline is cooking up something special for your birthday. In reality, no one's cooking up anything for my birthday. It's just gonna be another day, but it's okay. One of those things. I don't know. I was telling Larry, little known fact, I have been writing a book for many, many years about the perfect woman. It's a true story. Call it weird. I've been writing a couple books. They're unpublished, but one of these days I'll finally publish them. I feel as though the best writing is when you're passionate about what you're writing. If you're writing something and you feel like you're forced to write, the person who's reading it is going to tell that it was rushed or you weren't passionate about it and so on. There's all sorts of ways to write out a scene. I don't know. I could talk about, for instance, a person who's like, literally like, a certain age, let's say person's like 65 years old or something, in the cabin. You outline a whole scene, and that scene itself could be like 2 pages long to describe something that only is about, going to happen for 2 minutes. But if you go into in depth about it, it keeps the person engaged. They want to read more. But it's some of my lifelong work. I never really shared that with you guys before, but anyway, no, don't have anybody special who's going to be doing that for me, unfortunately, but that's okay. It's all right. Someday that special person will be in my future, but I'm not going to sweat it. In some ways, it's a blessing. It's a blessing to be able to focus on reading and researching and so on. So, yeah. Salmayer says the U.S. failure to adopt clear crypto regulations means driving activity offshore. That's a good point. I'll read a couple more comments, and then from there, I'm going to go back into the rest of our outline. We're about at the 2.5 hour mark. Stargazer says, that's great, Blackwood. I've looked at it several times and said, doesn't support Jasmine Nano X Ledger Live. I have to take a closer look. Okay. Marvin Davis says he disrespects the HDAO community and tease, Crypto Spot I haven't watched since. Oh, who are you referring to? My bad. Crypto Jedi, Max, share my Twitter DM. Okay, hold on. How far behind am I? 840, only 7 minutes behind. Let me see where we're at. Hold on. I have a pending request. Hold on. People are sending me their weird stuff. What the heck? Oh, jeez. I got to block these people. These are all spammers. Hold on a second. Block this person. Block this person. Delete these conversations. Excuse me. I still have a little bit of a problem with allergies lately. Okay. So let's jump into it. Sorry about that. I'm trying to be quick, but sometimes it's like one of those things. Oh, the Pablo Crow NFT. It's a real thing. All right, hold on a second. So this is from Mr. Mr. Crypto Jedi. All right, let's go ahead and play this. Here we go. Or let's not play it, but here it is. Pablo Crow NFT. Interesting. Huh. I didn't know it was a real thing. Well, cool stuff. Thanks for sharing that. You love tea. You know what I love is Thai tea. Or sweet with the milk. Oh, it's the best. You drink like a gallon of that stuff, but probably make me put more weight on. Tim Shea says, Big Watch Dude, Carolina is going to rock Max's world. I'm good. I'm good on that. I'm absolutely good on that. T, come back to YouTube. Oh, yeah, that one lady, Sweet Aunt T. Hope disrespects everyone, to be honest. It's half of his show. I don't know why he wants to do that, to be honest. That's my biggest complaint about him. I just don't think he should do that. You should try to embrace all communities, but I don't speak for him. But I do believe that the message that he gets across and his the research outweighs that. But I don't know. You know, he probably doesn't care. You know, that's not me bashing him. I'm just telling him like it is. Tim, hope Max is ready for. Oh my God, he may never be the same. Yeah, probably wouldn't be if I went that route. Triple C says he's had the sickest things imaginable said to him in the Call of Duty games. Yeah, I hear you on that. I hear you on that. All right. Your brother plays COD. Not no more. All right. Let me read a couple more, and we're going to finally get back into the news. Now, Vincent, when people are relaxed, they may be more inclined to make jokes and comments that are outlandish or humorous. That's a good point. COD is the best, but agree sometimes I have to mute people. I just have it set where I don't even want to hear it. Like I have it literally set where I mute the chat, like where people type, and then I also have it set where I just have people muted. Period. They're probably telling me locations. I just don't care. The only time where I'll have voice enable is if I was playing like like in a league match or something like that, and I'm not part of any leagues right now, so I don't have time for it. But back in the day, I definitely did. And we used to have some really good strategies. And just to give you guys some background, DPG, has some DPG Maximus. So back in Call of Duty 1, the first Call of Duty, we were Team Warfare League champions, and we were also the ladder champions. 100 wins, 40 losses, I believe it was, and we had 20 straight title defenses. So 19 straight times we defended the number one spot. On the 20th time, we finally lost the title. But man, we sure had that title for a long time. It was cool stuff, man. But back in those days, you didn't have any professional like streaming services or esports. I mean, you had not esports to like how huge it is now, but I don't know, it's fun stuff. I never trade those times, and I love being able to use like a Car 98K bolt action. You want to talk about having skill. Hit somebody on the run with a bolt action rifle compared to just using like a machine gun. In my opinion, takes a lot more skill, but teach his own. All right, you don't play that much more. Interesting. All right, let me go ahead and highlight that as bookmark. I said we'll get back into some of the news that we have. So let's go ahead and do that. We're gonna talk about some more of what we have. So let's jump into the next segment. Give me just a second. Here we go. All right, so we have some breaking news to report in regards to Hedera's H-bar. Let's go ahead and jump right into that specifically. So smash that like if you haven't done so already. This is the H-bar news you're looking for. So shout out to H-bar to the moon, who is this guy right here, right? And he has a major development to share with us. It says the Coupon Bureau, if you wonder who they are not-for-profit Coupon Industry Association. They're there to provide an open platform connecting all stakeholders to the universal digital coupon. So H-bar and coupons, why make such a big deal, right? Well, hear us out. So it says, in partnership with Points Cash, are starting to deploy the new digital coupon standard. Yeah, it's a real thing, guys. 8112 built on Hedera in convenience stores, and expecting it to be live in more than 1,000 stores by Q1 2024. That's why that's a big deal. Now, think about this. We're talking about crypto adoption, right? You want to see some things in your face, right? Yeah, this is a perfect example. In Q1 2024, let's face it, right? That could be as much as less than a year away from now. So why not pay attention, right? This is true disruption. So what the heck is this, right? Points Cash and the Coupon Bureau, right? Well, we're going to jump into this right now. And here we go. And as this loads up, check this out for yourself. This comes straight from prnewswire.com. com, and we're going to jump into this. So, you know, when I was reviewing this earlier, I said to myself, well, you know what? We haven't had any real significant H-bar updates lately. Check this out. So, you know, with ISO 222, that's a standard, right? What about this? 8112, a universal coupon deployment in C stores in the United States. Yeah, it's a real thing. Let's blow this up a little bit more. All right. So the coupon bureau, I should say, excuse me. This whole thing was published, it says Boca Raton, Florida, right? This is actually on the 18th, not that long ago. It says Points Cash Inc., a disruptor in financial technology known for developing a simple-to-use mobile application, giving consumers access to unique payment, reward, and spending experiences, today announced a new strategic agreement with the Coupon Bureau, a Dallas-based nonprofit organization which manages a decentralized data exchange connecting stakeholders to the new universal coupon industry standard. Unbelievable to hear some of this stuff, right? It's just like we talk about, you know, messaging standards, ISO 222 and so on, right? A messaging standard for coupons. Like, I just never knew there was such a thing. Almost sounds like a joke, right? It's not a joke. So anyway, this deployment in the convenience store or C-store space and expects to go live in more than 1,000 locations, like I mentioned earlier, throughout the United States by quarter 1, 2024. I mean, it'd be different. They're like, yeah, man, this is going to go live in, like, you know, by 2030. It's like, yawn, crickets. Like, why you make a big deal at this point, right? The initiative will revolutionize, guys, listen to this, how consumers receive and redeem coupons, delivering hyper-targeted, high-utility coupons. Utility coupons. And incentives never previously offered on the goods consumers really want to purchase. I think this is going to be big. And the reason why I want to say it can be big, here's a perfect example. How many times have you been out, wherever it is, right? Let's say, for instance, you have an app, you know? So I have a few apps like, you know, Carl's Jr., right? And on that app, man, you don't really get any good deals. It's just like more like you're using the stupid app because, you know, they want you to go in and, you know, you spend some money, and then, you know, that rate of return on the particular, you know, points you get might get you, like, I don't know, man, maybe $1 off of the sandwich. If you buy like 10, you know, like 10 burgers or something like that, and some fries, you might get $1 off. Whoop-de-doo, right? Or how about this? Like, you look up a coupon code online. You literally Google it. You go to some site. And then you're like, oh, cool, this is a coupon code. And then you put it in, and you find out that it's not valid, or it's not going to work, or you have to jump through all these hoops and so on. But when it comes to convenience stores, that's front, center, in your face. You know, how many times have we gone to convenience stores for anything and everything? Like, maybe, you know, your local grocery stores, you know, they close at like 11 o'clock at night, and you went to like a party or something like that, and, you know, you guys want to make White Russians or something like that, and you're like, man, I got to get some milk, but I got to go to the convenience store, right? So this could really be a big thing. So let's go more into it. And like it says, never previously offered on the goods consumers really want to purchase. Again, that's the key thing. So it says, we are thrilled to be one of the first to introduce a frictionless environment for digital coupons in C-stores, which is convenience stores. This new offering will bring consumers and manufacturers closer together, says Steve Janjic, CEO of Point Cash Inc. Point Cash and the Coupon Bureau, again, offers this, right? Now, in regards to this, historically speaking, the convenience store space has been underserved by the rewards and loyalty space. They have. We know about this. However, in regards to Point Cash, they will change all that with its universal loyalty and rewards program, augmented by hyper-targeted, high-utility digital coupons and incentives designed to highlight the value of convenience stores, you know, what they bring to a community. Consumers will be able to redeem their CPG offers at Points Cash retailers and directly via Points Cash by downloading their proprietary mobile app and opting into coupons and incentive offers. 100% manufacturer funded coupons did not exist universally in the convenience store space until now. That is very true. In regards to this standard of AI 8112 coupons, they are universal. They're single-use coupons. They're validated in real time through the Coupons Bureau Universal Positive Offer file. Wow, that was a mouthful, right? There's more in regards to this. So it says, although the initial version of the industry solution was delivered via mobile, the AI 8112 coupon standard is viable in any medium, including paper, if you want to go that route, which has been successfully implemented in many of the campaigns executed today. And I'm glad that they mentioned the whole thing about actual physical paper, right? Because, I mean, let's face it, I mean, you might be dealing with some, older folks, right, who might not even have a flip phone, right? Old school flip phone, or they're not tech savvy. They're never going to want to give into the whole thing of smartphones. So being able to provide these people like some of these coupons where they can still like physically print them, take it to the convenience store, they're recognizing that crowd. That's a good thing. All right. They're excited to be working with Points Cash to bring universal coupons to their merchants and shoppers in the convenience or retail environment. Shopper behavior is ever evolving, and bringing 100% manufacturer-funded coupons to the convenience store space is a win-win for both merchants and manufacturers alike. Our CPG constituents are very much looking forward to distributing offers beginning in 2023. According to Chief Information Officer Jeff Hudson of the Coupon Bureau. I'm not going to get into this in regards to the whole thing of, Points Cash in the background. Obviously, they got this thing where it says, they have strategic partnerships using distributed ledger technology, blockchain, so on and so forth. That's good. And there's, of course, more about the Coupon Bureau, their nonprofit, all this good stuff. You can read more about that yourself. My key thing is this, right? I'm going to come back into the frame. My key thing is understanding that, it's utility. Literally, this is real utility being used connected to Hedera's H-bar, right? So when we get excited about like, hey, there's this project and there's that project, and do they have real world utility? This is a great example of real world utility being used. So, it's one thing that we're gonna have to wait till Q1 2024 to use this. But that could be a real game changer, in my opinion. You might not get excited. It's like, oh, coupons, ooh, big deal. But again, that is solid utility. So, again, if you have something that's tied into that and people are going to be using this every single day, to me, that is a big deal. Let me know. What do you think? Do you think it's a big deal, or you feel like, nah, I don't know, Max. I think I'm going to go buy more Punch Drunk Inu. I don't know. It's up to you. All right, let's kick it back into the comments just for a bit. Salamander says, in Ripple, the judge said the SEC lacks faithful allegiance to the law. In library, as in library credits, the judge shamed the SEC over the lack of clarity. Yeah, lack of clarity. I mean, think about everything that's mentioned here tonight, guys. I mean, so much of, like, I just think there's enough to support that maybe we're finally going to get the ball rolling. I understand some people are like, I don't know. I think this is all for show. Possibly. But there's enough people who are getting that ball rolling where I can't just think to myself, I don't know. Is it really all for show? Because that's a lot of people showing up to that show. Salamander says, in Grayscale, the court said the SEC's arguments made no sense. In Voyager, the judge blasted the SEC's ethics and behavior. I'm glad you report on this, Salamander. Thank you. Edward Vincent says, in contrast, the viewers find a show unengaging or dull. They may not be as invested in the content and therefore may not feel as comfortable making lighthearted or humorous comments. Edward, that was a great response. That almost sounded like something from a book. It almost sounded something like not quite chat cheap. That just sounded like something like I would look up on Google. Type in on Google. Why is it that people act this way on a crypto show? It spits me out a definition. Well, according to contrast, if the viewers find a show engaging or dull, They may not be as invested in the content and therefore may not feel as comfortable making light-hearted or humorous comments. Thus, people become bored and just sit there or go to other particular platforms that provide them a more humorous or well-behaved type of educational content. I can't say as well as you. You have Max share my Twitter DM. You got another one? Okay, maybe I'm behind. Share your Twitter DM. Like you want me to share it on... I did share that. Do you want me to share that on for everybody, like, retweet it or something? I don't know what you mean. All right, Blackwood says, hold on, did I read this too? They may also be focused on trying to extract any useful information from the show rather than engaging in a playful banter. Man, Edward, you got some great responses here, man. They're like well written. Like, is ChatGPT writing this for you, Edward? Blackwood says several judges have scolded the SEC. Should be helpful in the judge's decision. God, I hope so, man. I really hope so. Marvin Davis, yes, self-ego pampers lack of self-esteem. Little man, but my sis' birthday is May 10th. Mom's is the 17th. Oh, that's cool. May 10th was my grandma's birthday. She was old enough to be my great-grandmother. She was born in the year 1909. So, yeah, her birthday was May 10th, 1909. XRP Boss says, Quant is looking good to jump on. Yes. Thank you for being here, XRP Boss. Let me do it again. XRP Boss. Who you haters think you be hating? He be the XRP Boss. Try to jack me for my jumbo jack. Homie, get lost. Right, Edward Vincent? Right. Where am I going with this? I have no idea. I just felt like flexing. And if anything, showing my shirt, right? Classically trained, yes. My first ever system, right? Right. Shout out to my grandma who gave me that system back for my birthday back in 1988. Anyway. All right, let's go further down. No, she is not at all. I am not writing about Caroline. XRP Boss says, smash the like. Well, thank you, man. I hope to see more of you, XRP Boss. Let's give a warm welcome to XRP Boss. All right, we're going to have some punch. We're going to man, I'm telling you, I'm glad you're listening, Edward. See, somebody's listening. I'm not saying you guys don't listen. I've been requesting punch for over 10 years and never got it. That's okay. I'm talking about like the good punch. So, sorry for what? You didn't do nothing wrong. All right. Little Max got a live mic video. A live mic video? Uh-oh. Of me laughing or something? I don't know. All right, Cool Cat says he got tired of playing COD all night until the sun came up. Had to yeah. Yeah, I did that back in my 20s, man. I can totally relate. I did with Medal of Honor, Allied Assault. I mean, there was some good days. I won't trade them. There was some fun times, but I don't know. For me, I went to college late, right? Like I finally went to college, I think when I was like 30, 31, something like that. And it was just something like when 30 hit, I was just like, oh my God, man. Like I cannot waste my 30s like my 20s. And then now that I'm in my 40s, it's just like I don't have time to, if I don't get with it and get something, like it's got to be something. And that's, of course, I've been doing this whole crypto thing for 2.5 years, a little over about 2.5 years. Altcoins. I mean, I don't really count Bitcoin back in 2016. I just can't really count that. But I did use my earnings from Bitcoin to buy a bunch of SHIB. So there was that, and that worked out well for me. But yeah, man. I mean, it just I got to make this work, And the way I look at it is, I mean, 10K to 120K. Don't get me wrong. Anybody would like that. I just didn't choose to settle for that. Just like a lot of you guys, we want that generational wealth. How are we gonna get generational wealth if we just settle for what seems to be temporarily nice, All right, guys, if you haven't done this already, smash that like. We're approaching a 3-hour mark. Let's go further down. Oh, you're talking about Crypto Hulk? Okay. What the actual... I want one where he's holding a cat. That'd be cool. Oh, you're talking about Mr. Pablo Crow? Huh. Modern days, there should be no infighting in this space, period. You would think we all have the same goal, financial freedom. Yeah, that's why I don't like tribalism. I mean, was it yesterday, guys? Sorry, I had to turn on the fan a little bit. It was kind of getting warm in here. So I think it was yesterday, and I appreciate all the people that who embraced us as a network for Jasmine, right? It's very cool. But like a few of the guys that were here, they're like, bro, Jasmine, Jasmine should be your number one. So I got to be real with it. Those people would be like, no, that would be lying. I'm not gonna say Jasmine's not my number one. I mean, consistently, it's like between Quant and XRP, right? And then after that's XLM, XDC, and so on. So could possibly Jasmine become my number 5? Maybe. You know what I mean? Like if I'm sticking to my guns of, with Jasmine, could be the one that gets us there first compared to like maybe my number 5 of H-bar. So I'm like right on the fence. So like Jasmine's like I think like my number 7. Maybe that goes to number 5. I don't know. But the reason why I'm stating that is because I feel as though Japan already gets it. Well, the United States doesn't. But then we're seeing all this stuff lately with regulations or the talk about it, and maybe possibly finally getting that regulatory clarity that we're all excited about and so on. So it's like I don't want to backtrack on that because I mean, in reality, especially when it comes to Jasmine, some people have pointed out, $17 by 2027. That's what the team mentioned. Well, hopefully you hit those goals, but at the same time, all right. So that's by 2027. Forget the $17. How about Jasmine to $1, or 50 cents, right? Those are some big milestones. Heck, even right now, a penny is a milestone. So my thing is, I still believe in some of these other projects, and was it 2025? Yeah, we should be at new all-time highs. So, I mean, is Jasmine well over $1 by that point? We'll see. I think that could very well be the case. So I'm kind of caught in between of my statements of, well, if Jasmine gets us there first, then maybe it should go to number 5. But is it gonna, be my number 4 over XDC? I don't know. Is it gonna be like, Jasmine should be my number 3 over XLM? No, So, but again, for it being part of my number, in my top 10, yeah, you better believe it. All right, sorry about that. It's been a problem that's been going on for like every now and then for like a month of just the internet going out, which I don't understand why it's doing that. But it does that. So I forgot where we were at with what I was talking about, but it's okay. We're gonna jump into a few more of you guys' comments. I do have some more to cover, but let's see where we're at. Brian says Max's quick scope. Yeah, you remember that from the Black Ops Cold War, right? That was pretty cool. That's a big deal. The coupon industry is mad. Yeah, I think I'm glad you recognize that the Blackwood, because I mean, you know, that should excite people, because you know, it's that's huge for H-bar, in my opinion. I mean, you know, we want something front and center. I mean, it's one thing to be like, yeah, you know, hey, look at this. This is new news. There's this project, and they're coming out with these NFTs. They're going to basically be used in the metaverse. And in that metaverse, it's this one section where people get together and they talk about what kind of seasoning they're going to use on their dry rub. Okay, I mean, is that gonna really, you know, like that's cool, that's news. But this is something in which it's like you're having people in which literally they're not even, you know, into crypto, right? That's the key thing. If we're excited about, you know, Ripple and, you know, Stellar and some of these other ones, right, with payments, right? Because we understand, you know, like Mike Corn was mentioned before, you swipe your debit card, don't even realize it's tied into crypto. How about this? You're using these coupons every single day. People who, you know, don't even know what crypto is, or the only thing they know about crypto is like Bitcoin, right? There's so many of those type of people, right? So they have no idea it's tied into H-bar, and they're using it every single day. Like, to me, that's big news. That's why I did the whole little thing of, you know, breaking news, whatever. But, you know, I don't know. I can have fun with that stuff, but I'm glad you recognize it. Counter-Strike camping with the op. Yep. Counter-Strike 1.6 was my favorite one. I mean, you could stop on a dime in that game. You know? CSGO, I mean, you know, when you stop, your character kind of moves a little bit forward. What fun factor? If I had to go back to playing 1, I think I have it installed. I'd probably jump back to 1.6. It's just such great gameplay, and I don't care what anybody says. Some people say, "Oh, it's all the same. It's just better graphics." It's not the same. It's not the same at all. The original CS, I still think, is the best one. All right, take it easy, Brian. Say hello to Rayan. Let's go further down. I'm going to welcome Mr. Selmo Fudd. Glad to have you here. GS says Jedi with the coins covered at CTM. Yep, and then some. Thank you, man. It's official. Russia. It's official. Russia is using Ripple. The Hulk said so. You're saying hello to Mr. Edward Vincent. Ed breaking out that chat GPT on our asses. The last part is the best. Brittany busting out AI. I just want to tell you this, Brittany. Ever since the time I small boy, I always dreamed of coming to United States of America and being with a wonderful crypto talk community such as yourself, your wonderful AI, and talking to people like this who want to do a little skit, bang bang. I haven't watched any of the Crypto Hulk videos. Is he any good? Does he talk about Jasmine? He doesn't talk about Jasmine. He mainly talks about XRP, a little bit of XLM, XDC, a little bit of Quant once in a while, but not much. Like, he might reference them or tag them, but yeah. I heard he's talking about H-bar here and there. I don't know if that's true, but I take you guys' word for it. One of the best protocols to become your own bank is InstaDApp. That's a good point. All right. You watch Moon Lambo. That's interesting. It's like listening to your drunk Tio at 2 a.m. over drinks. I know what you're talking about with that, you know. Oh, you should get into. I think I got into that. You know that Shiba Inu. Yeah, man. Well, I got into freaking Shiba Inu like 2 years ago. You know, I got into it for like I don't know. I got off of some exchange like crypto taka. And basically, I don't know, man. I sold half. I think I still have some. Kind of like that, something like that. Yeah. Edward Vincent, I only have 200 characters to get these thoughts out. Sorry. Those comments were 99% AI derived. I knew it was something like that. I use AI to brainstorm a few points and then pose questions to it about things. Ah, okay. I knew something. I was like, man, it sounds. I mean, Edward, you're a very smart guy, but I was just like, man, that almost sounds like something out of a book. I mean, you know, when you're doing stuff like, you know, well, according to Article 6, Section 5 of the XRP ledger, you know, if you combine this with distributed ledger technology, you will come to the conclusion that, you know, blah, 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 thus this. And I'm just like, thus, and like, therefore, and like scratching my head here, like, sounds like Chat GPT, my friend. But that's okay. All right, let's read a couple more comments. I'll kick it back to whatever we have left. Crypto Jedi says, I like when Zach Humphreys does a video on XRP. They do that once in a while, him and Austin Hilton. Honestly, if I hear one more person mention XRP, I'm offing self with DOGE. All right, that's a good point. I'm just catching up to this, though. Thank you to Mr. Muff for reporting that. Max with the watermelon juice. Nope. We can hike it down, old Max. Boom, boom, boom. We can hold it down. Let's come out and say hi, folks that just watched. Tonight's the night. You can come out and say hi if you never have. Just click live chat on YouTube. That's interesting. It did go down. Hopefully it doesn't go down again. We could hold it down. The more dumps you take, the more what? I'm not taking no dumps. That was rain. CTN, you were talking about Jasmine being number one, maybe realistically. Oh, yeah. I don't know. I guess I'm done talking about that. Moving on to the next thing. Stargazer, Night Owl got to get some shut-eye. You're correct. Okay. Yeah. Think about it. No one ever takes a dump. You leave a dump. Well, you have to take it inside of yourself to the bathroom, and then you leave it there. But even there, you flush it. That takes it down to a sewer system. Sorry, you're taking it one way or another. All right. I don't know how we got on this topic. It all started with rain and Brian Dowie and Mudbutt and all this stuff. And ever since then, you know, he's been gone. You know, Rain, will he ever come back? I hope he comes back. Hulk says, hold the 3 X's and the H, and you'll be effing rich. Shiba is on the Mexi Homes. Totally offended. You seem to be spot it every time. I don't know where we're going with this. Cray Connor, is the crash over? I have been bottom fishing at 27x leverage. It's working right now. You're going to have to ask Mr. Muff about that. Oh, he's right there on top of it, but not just the 3x. Other partners as well. We all go much deeper than 3XXX and the H. Yeah, that's a good point. That internet went down faster than Caroline and an FTX miner. Wow. All right. Let me see what else we got for you guys. Do we have anything else? Yeah. I was going to talk a little bit about Casper, not tonight. I might say that for a different night. I want to get into this right here. This is good stuff. Algorand. Yes, you won't believe it. We're actually going to talk about some algo. Let's go ahead and talk about it. So, SEC calling algo The security is probably the best PR or free PR for Algorand, right? And it seems we have songs written for us. He loves it. Make no mistake, Algorand is here to stay and it will only get stronger. And if Algorand is called security by the SEC, then basically every other crypto project is also a security except for Bitcoin. We mentioned this earlier. He's even more bullish for Algorand more than ever, right? This guy posted this 4 days ago. He is Algorand official, supposedly. So what is he talking about? Well, when I got the link to this, right, I said to myself, whoa, what is this? So he links us to this guy, and his name is songdayman.lens. Says this song goes hard. Bid on the NFT. We could pull that up in a bit just for this guy. But I don't know. It's kind of funny. You know, we all need a good laugh, right? Smash that like if you haven't done so already. Let's go ahead and play this. And I think I'll go ahead and actually, before I play it, I'm going to retweet this. This is so good. It needs to be retweeted. So here is the Algorand segment you're looking for. Lionel Richie. Let's go ahead and play this. Here we go.
Sylvia McCally's Algorand. Sylvia McCally's Algorand. Great technology. Sylvia McCally's Algorand. Great technology. Sylvia McCally's Algorand. Uber on top of it. Great technology.
Oh no, Gary Shilling shit's going to get declaring that they are security. It's time to no longer pretend that he's never been genuine. Oh, when it comes to in no play, what goes on inside your head? Will you have to pay a fine for shilling on company time?
Oh, Gary, looks like you fucked up. Oh, Mr. Gensler, looks like you were promoting Algorand, and then you made it a goddamn security. Go directly.
Sylvia McCally's Algorand. Sylvia McCally's Algorand. Great technology. Sylvia McCally's Algorand. Great technology. Sylvia McCally's Algorand.
Go directly.
Sylvia McCally's Algorand. Sylvia McCally's Algorand. Great technology. Sylvia McCally's Algorand. Great technology. Sylvia McCally's Algorand. Uber on top of it. Great technology. The best performance you could create. Uber on top of it. The question is then who would update this?
Come on. You got to admit, that was pretty funny. Glad to share that one. Good stuff, right? Yeah, jumping back into the comments. Elon Musk says, GBEX, Casper, all these other payment partners, etc. We are way prepared if you have been here. Yes, we are. Damn, didn't know the SEC said algo was security. Eyes wide open, disappointed. Gotta look into that. CryptoJetta said his left nut is a security according to Gary Gensler, the gopher. You like that one, Cool Cat Crypto? I thought you would. But fried chicken dinner is a security. Man, that sounds good. What kind of fried chicken did you get, Triple C? Let us know. I haven't had no fried chicken in a long time, man. I mean, I should say that. I had Cane's, but it's not the same as like Popeyes and stuff like that. All right. So, yeah, that was cool stuff. Glad to share that. Hold on a second. So I got a little something out of the woodwork. I'll read this. Solving Mikhail's Algorand Dubstep Remix. Bill Miller Fried Chicken. It was good. Huh. Never heard of that. Sounds good, though. Give me just a second. All right. So we're going to do something that's kind of out of the unusual. Give me just a second. I'll be back in about 20 seconds. All right. Bill Miller's local San Antonio barbecue joint. Huh. Are you a fan of the San Antonio Spurs? All right, let's go ahead and jump back into a little bit what we have. I know there's not a lot of people here right now, and that's okay, but this is going to help me, if anything. So we're going to do something kind of out of the unusual. Hopefully you guys don't mind. I don't think at this point of the night you're going to really mind too much anyway. So we're going to jump into some of this stuff. Let's see where we're at. All right. So I'm going to pull up some of the research notes. Give me a second. Yeah, let's start off with this. Film Crib, the Netflix killer. Let me see if I can pull that up. Let's see if I can pull this up. Film Crib, there it is. Holy crap, this thing is really doing well right now. So this was something that was requested a long time ago. And some people are probably like, you know, are you ever going to get around to it? Or they don't even care at this point. So Film Crib, it's supposed to be the Netflix killer. Look at this, guys. This is up 40%. But does it matter? Probably not. Here's why it doesn't matter. Because it's like pretty much a dead project or going to like a V2 probably, right? Let's see if it is. Yeah, look at this. This is nonsense. So why cover this? I don't know. I don't think we should. So with that said, boom, slashed off of the list. Not even worth it at this particular point. Come on, market cap of 66.80. Does anybody really want to mess with this? Market's probably only on what? Uniswap, if that, Pancake Swap. All right. I'm going to token sniff this for a second. Token sniffer. Pull this up. All right, pull this up. Oh, that's on Polygon. Hold on a second. That's not the one I want to pull up. I want this other one. So the BSC contract. Let's pull that up. Crib loyalty. All right. 3,500. Selfie is less than. Okay. That's not a big deal. It's at 7%. Source does not contain blocklist capability. The source code contains a function which can block list holders, a honeypot risk, ownership renounced, liquidity analysis, adequate current liquidity, not enough liquidity. So there's the answer to that. Whoever wanted me to look into this, this is now officially done. All right, so don't need to research that anymore. So let's strike that off my research list. So I'm going to put a little asterisk next to it. That means it's done. Let's go back to Arc Block, ABT. All right, let's go to that one. Because we said we would do this. ABT. Arc Block. Some of you guys are into this particular one. No, that project was only on Pancake Swap, and that was it. It's not even on Uniswap. All right. Arc Block, ABT. Rank of 784. All right. Confirmed market cap of 10,534,607. On top of that, let's see what we got. Volume is slightly up. Circulating supply is 98,554,000. Total supply is 186 million. When did this project start? Started back in March of 2018. All-time highs were also in 2018 at $1.66. Second all-time highs was May of 2019, 60 cents. And I don't know, you're at roughly 25 cents, you know, April 2021. And yeah. All right. So what the heck happened with this? What is this? All right. And where can you get it? Well, you can get it at a few different exchanges. Decentralized, Uniswap only, centralized, Coinbase, Gate.io, BitGet, BitCub, Hotbit, some of these other ones, right? If it was me, I'd probably I don't know. I'm not a big fan of Coinbase, but in reality, I'd probably just go with Coinbase. All right. So a lot of people talk about this still. You know, they say ABT, it's a good project. All right. So why is it a good project? Well, let's see what kind of community they got. See, they got Twitter on Twitter. It shows here they got about 34,000 followers. What's the most recent update? They have a about this whole thing about future AI privacy, right? So obviously, maybe this is connected to AI, but somewhat recent tweets. You would want to see more from the community, to be honest. Maybe there's replies. Let's see that. Mainly from this main guy, Robert Mao. Who is Robert Mao? He's the founder of ArcBlock. Okay, interesting. All right. All right, so let's jump back to where we're at in regards to this. So ArcBlock, let's take you right to the site. The future of blockchain and decentralized app development is here. ArcBlock is your new decentralized developer platform that simplifies the developer of decentralized apps, DLT, and even blockchains. It says learn how, start now. All right, well, we'll go further into this. It says it's user-friendly. Decentralized apps are for everyone, right? We could obviously learn more. What they are saying, VentureBeat, ArcBlock's block server gives developers an entirely new way to build decentralized apps. It's refreshingly simple. That's cool. So, okay, the quick gist is it's a simple way to make decentralized apps. And let's face it, you know, dApps are going to be a big thing in the future. I mean, currently speaking, I mean, you know, people know about dApps, but in my opinion, watch out for the end of 2023. Decentralized apps could really, really be big. All right, let's click on this thing for says learn how. Your decentralized dev environment that includes a blockchain framework, runtime, and an ecosystem. A block lets to make building decentralized apps easy. Tells you how to do this. I mean, you know, the technical stuff. All right. There's key features. Simplified service delivery, block server gateway makes networking easy with access to load balancing. SSL termination, automatic and customizable URL mapping and redirects. Okay, that's good. Cloud native, runs worldwide. Devs can run decentralized apps and blocklets anywhere in an environment that is designed for rapid change, scale, and resilience. Extensible by design. Okay, that's all good stuff. I mean, don't get me wrong. My thing would be this, right? I mean, you would need, it'd be really cool, like if you had, let's say like some project that does a contract with these guys, right? Like a big project. And they're like, we want to use ArcBlock because of the ease of access and so on, right? So let's check this out. I do like where it says block server is blockchain agnostic, right? You know, I think of like, for instance, Quant, right? Using block servers, integrated open chain access protocol, developers can use ArcBlock powered blockchains or integrate your data sources, including ETH, Hyperledger, or even Amazon's QLDB. Learn more. Okay, well, let's click on that then. I would like to learn more about that. Open chain access protocol, a unified way to easily connect and access to different blockchain protocols and data sources. I like the idea that they have this kind of broken down for us. GraphQL, chain data APIs. Goes from there to open chain access layer. You have an adapter. I mean, I like how it shows like what's plugged into what. That's a good representation. Sometimes people kind of use a layman's way of explaining stuff, right? Scalable API access to different blockchain networks. Use the web-based developer tool to immediately begin accessing data from different chains to your project. Here's some example code if you're into that type of thing. Ethereum, Bitcoin, a lot more. Okay, so that's interesting. Let's jump back to some of this stuff. Hold on a second. Let's jump back to this. All right. It says team collaboration. All right. So this is good. Let's learn about the use cases. All right. That's the main thing. I mean, any project, right? You want to learn more about the use case. Like, what the heck does it do? What's it going to solve? Right. That's the bottom line. At the end of the day, if you have a project you don't know what it's trying to solve or what's its use case, then why are you even bothering with the project? So who's building on it? BlockSec is an enterprise password and user authentication service that delivers a consent-based payment and multi-factor authentication. Use cases. Let's open that up. Blockchain use cases and solutions. Be inspired by how developers are transforming their decentralized apps and projects. Use cases built on their Arc Block platform. You can use existing blockchains and DLTs to create your own interoperable blockchain. They have a data marketplace. It says data marketplace to buy, sell, and use data securely with blockchain, decentralized identity, and even mini apps platform. They even have the same for gaming. Create new gaming experiences. That's cool. Tokenized economy, government permission networks, data and third-party integrations. I mean, all this stuff sounds really cool. Automotive, EV charging infrastructure, supply management, Internet of Things, right? Insurance claims, finance. That's very, very cool. Let's just check out one of them real quick. Data marketplace to buy, sell, and use data. Let's check that out for just a brief moment. So it says the new era of sharing and buying user data powered by blockchain. Decentralized data marketplace, buy and sell any type of data, smart contract enabled transactions, trustless digital currency payments. Project Spotlight did bank. All right. So it's a self-sovereign data engine designed to support a data economy and infrastructure, enabling a wide range of use cases for the use of blockchain. DID Bank uses several key service layers that include using trusted, autonomous, decentralized identity, and even allows anyone to sell personal data for purposes such as advertising, research, financial uses, and more. The second layer is a semantic network that is used to simplify and optimize the payment process for both buyers and sellers, enable widespread use. All right, use case profile, DID Bank. All right, the challenge. To enable future data economy that allows easy free flow access to data and allows users to protect and share data using blockchain decentralized identity to any interested parties and generating income or benefits of data through a simple, easy to use interface. That's the challenge. The solution is DID Bank and Arblock are working together to implement an autonomous decentralized identity, using Arblock's DID wallet and its WC3 compliant DID protocol to enable users to obtain control over the digital identities, including access to their data. Kind of like, let's face it, guys, a little bit like what Jasmy's trying to do. DID Bank will aggregate and clean the data, leveraging a fully decentralized system. The requirements for this solution include, but are not limited to, the following: human readable names, mapping data, identity data, zero knowledge proofs, data warehouse, data applications. Try it and then build it. All right. So they give it, if you're into that type of thing. I don't want to take a look at the demo. You guys are more welcome to do that. So some of the key takeaways is what we saw right there. Let's jump back to some of this, of the use cases. So all this stuff sounds pretty darn impressive on the surface, in my opinion. So yeah, I mean, use cases, data marketplace, some of the other ones you saw earlier that I mentioned. We're going to jump back on another particular area. Let's share this. Complete platform for decentralized apps. I think we already mentioned some of this. One-click upgrades for block server and blocklets. Team collaboration. All that stuff is good. Don't get me wrong. Let's see where we can go on top of this. They had some updates. So the latest updates in regards to Arblock was On April 11th, they had a blocklet server release blog, right? Migration application guide. Back in November, they had a DID wallet resource notes. Okay, I mean, they're trying to keep people informed. Hold on. Let's see what we got here. This is a little bit of a demo, but nothing too special. Hold on. Well, we'd like to see more of a video on this, but you know what? I'm just going to tell you guys, I mean, this is kind of like a quick intro, right? But I am impressed with this. And one thing I want to mention is I like the idea that you have, you know, like I said, like the interoperability of it, blockchain agnostic, but they really, really do stand out for dApps. And if anything, it would be interesting to see if this project basically has or gets something in the future where, you know, another particular blockchain project or whoever gets a contract and has them build for them because it's got great ease of access. I don't know. Anyway, I thought I'd do a quick little intro on that because I do have a list of ones to get into, which is Arc Block. So I'm going to put that. We're done with that. There's some other ones on this list I'm done with. All right, let me jump back into the comments. You love the Spurs? Yeah, I would love them too. I mean, if that was my hometown team. Eric Vincent says, I'm a small amount of time, but I can feel like an eternity. I'm used to countdown in a game and also steeping to what am I? I don't know what you're asking. A small amount of time. Asking me riddles in 20 seconds. Somebody's already answered that by now. All right. Someone Phillips says, I see baby Doge losing at least 3 zeros. That'd be awesome. That's the sound of the men working on the blockchain gang. All right. Thank you for that for Somo. I think that was at 9:42, only about 8 minutes ago. I think my connection might be going out here soon again. It says I got really bad connection right now. Oh, there it goes. So it's like barely, I don't know. They're doing something. So, all right, guys. I got some other ones on this list. We'll get into it another day. I got Vector Space, EGLD, BRL, InstaDApp. Obviously, quite a few. So let me just go ahead and say that. I just want to state it's been a good show. I appreciate you all. For those people that are watching this replay, I have placed a thing where it's supposed to have chapters, but it's not working right. I'm going to have to try to see if I can get you guys some kind of plugin for you just jump to the spots that you want. But I'm fully aware of some of your complaints in regards to that. But I do appreciate you guys. I do want to say I'm sorry that I don't have something in place that will be a quick solution. Sometimes YouTube is funky like that. Some of the videos, they have chapters, some of them they don't. I have put some of the manual stuff in to see if that will work, and if that's not working. So I don't know what the deal is with that, but I'm trying to research it more and get it so every single time we do a live video, when people watch the replay, you get the chapters. But anyway, let's see where we're at. Brittany says good night. Have a great night, Brittany. Elon Musk says, yo. And woo, you are still good. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and wrap things up because I do kind of still need to get something to eat. I'm just kind of getting burnt out at this point. But it's been a good show, guys. Thank you again to everybody who's provided community news, tweets, you name it. We'll be back tomorrow for Saturday for some more Crypto Talk Now. And you guys all have a great night. We'll see you tomorrow. Over and out for now.